addicted to good vibes. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. Experience with intelligence. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah. So set the ball down before the moment flies. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one. All right, I think that's about enough of that. I just figured I'd start off with the Kevin Samuels theme song, since basically what I wanted to talk about right now basically comes specifically from Kevin Samuels. Now let me just get this straight. First of all, there's a lot of small YouTubers who are constantly putting Kevin Samuels' name in their URLs and all that stuff. I don't usually do that because I consider that really clout chasing. But my thing is, if for right now, if somebody want to say this is clout chasing, I'm going to do it my way. It's like I'm going to clout chase like ridiculous. I'm not going into all the production and all that stuff. I'm not doing all that. But really, I just wanted to go straight to the topic, basically. So what is the topic? Well, first of all, I'm going to share this video clip. And I think the way copyright works on YouTube is you have to stop this shit like every 20 or 30 seconds or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it like maybe every 15 to 20 seconds just to hit the main points, right? And basically, as you could tell, the topic is, and let me share it so this way you see it. Okay, let me see how you do this. Kevin Samuels, what image do we want? Yes. Okay, so this is the topic right here. So they're on this other dude's channel, the Lapeef Network. Yes, on the Lapeef Network. I'm not a subscriber, so I don't really know him too well. And maybe I'll watch it a little bit more or something, because basically that's what happens. You have a lot of these small cap channels, and they try to get Kevin Samuels on there. So this way, if he gets on there, he basically blesses the channel with his presence. And once he's on there, that's when you start getting the big views. So I see all you guys. I'm going to say hi to y'all guys real quick. So I see No Country for Old Sims. What's up? I see Original Fam, Ty, Alex, Philip, Mark, Creole Cowboy, Alonzo, Curtis, the Josh, Big Knock, Dolphin, Curtis Taylor, Believe in Good Vibes, and Big Knock Chi Town. And then there's Deacon Dave right up there. Yes. So Deacon Dave points out, yes, it is Suit Saturdays, but technically this is, Monday. Now, I'm not going to be on this thing all day. I just want to put down the information, because you probably didn't see this episode, but I was on Ramil's channel earlier, and he was having this huge debate. I think he still left the video up. And he was having this huge debate about whether black men need a suit to improve their image. Now, first of all, personally, I already say for me, the answer is yes. And I'll just tell you real quickly a story, because this is specifically about black men in general, because, I'm a black man, so I get to talk about it. But one thing I've noticed, like the Brotherhood of the Nation of Islam, the guys who operate here in the city, they are walking in the street. They're in the intersections. They got their newspapers. They got their bean pies, because they're passing out Muslim meals or whatever. And the thing about it is they look highly respectable, for one. They look, for the most part, non-threatening. And I've noticed that people don't seem to have the same problem with them in general. And I'm talking about non-black people, black people too. But they don't have the same problems with them that they have with your average dude who's dressed down, pants below his ass, wearing the Jordan sneakers in traffic, looking like a fucking clown, or just generally dressed like a hoodlum. Now, somebody will probably say, oh, well, that's social conditioning, or they'll say that's racism. But the reality is, you're supposed to dress for your environment. That's the reality. I'll never understand how people, especially, no, I do understand it. I do understand it. What you have is a lot of these young kids who are not home trained, don't have a father in the home. Some of them don't have a mother in the home either. Some of these are, what are they called? Foster kids. I'm not knocking on foster kids, but you have a lot of people who are not well trained. When you are in any environment, you're supposed to dress for your environment. If you're in space, you're supposed to have a spacesuit. If you're a diver, you're supposed to have a wetsuit. I mean, you probably see where I'm going with this. If you're a pilot, you're supposed to have a G suit. Notice that word suit keeps coming up. Now, we're not saying that you got to walk outside in the morning after you have breakfast with a damn suit on. We're not saying you got to be out there mowing the lawn and shit with a suit on. Nobody's saying anything like that, because I've heard so many of these false, ridiculous arguments this morning. And I was listening very intently. I've heard so many ridiculous arguments this morning. People trying to compare themselves to CEOs. Oh, yeah, well, Jeff Bezos doesn't need a suit and Mark Zuckerberg doesn't need a suit. I'm like, yeah, but guess what? You're not Mark Zuckerberg. You'll never be Mark Zuckerberg. You'll never have that kind of money, especially if you're not even willing to make yourself look the part just to get in the damn door of the corporation you're applying for a job at. Because and this is where it gets ridiculous, because I'm listening to these dudes. Everybody's talking like they got a 6-figure salary, which they don't. Not everybody. Some of them do. Most of them don't. Some of them are hustling and think that they may. It's just, I made a video the other day about these people who think they actually make that kind of money. Yeah, well, guess what? Show me the W-2. When you show me your W-2, just like your proctologist, you can't lie to your proctologist. He's got his finger up your ass. You can't lie to the dude who knows you better than you know yourself. Your CPA knows you better than your proctologist does. You can't lie to your CPA. When you do your taxes, your CPA knows every dime you make. You can't lie. And that, I was trying to get this out this morning, but I kept getting over-talked and cut off. That's why I be yelling all the time, because nobody's talking over me. I don't care who you are. But the bottom line is, a lot of these dudes want to hide. They want to hide what they are. They want to hide behind something. They're not hiding in the good way. They're not trying to put on a suit so that they look like a professional. Because you know what I've always heard? I've always heard people, in the business world, even if you watch the movie Wall Street, they'll be like, there's a scene with Michael Douglas, and they're in a restaurant. Michael Douglas is about to hand this dude a check, and he's like, hey, Bud Fox, that was his name. You got to get yourself a nicer suit. Now, Bud had a suit jacket on, but he looked tacky. And Michael Douglas said, nah, you got to get yourself a suit. If you're going to represent me, and I'm a multi-millionaire, a billionaire, or whatever, if you're going to represent this company, if you're going to represent this corporation, you need to have a suit on. Now, if you watched my videos, you remember when I went to Thailand, part of that video in Thailand, I was having suits tailor-made in Thailand. And my suits that I got from there, they still look good. I still got them. I was getting suits for $200 a piece. Now, if I tried to buy that same suit here, and I want you to understand, Indonesia is where most of these fabrics and clothes are made. The guys who made my suits, tailor cut to fit completely. They tailored everything. And they let you choose your own material. You could feel the material. You could see it was good material. And this is what's so crazy about it. The same material that you would buy in one of these stores, they ship it from Indonesia. They ship it from southern China. They ship it from Thailand. They ship it from Philippines. If you look in most of your clothes, even your Nike Jordans and whatnot, those clothes are made in Southeast Asia. They're making your dumb ass spend $300 and $500 and $600 for this shit. Meanwhile, they got some dumbass kid, or no, in fact, I shouldn't even say that. They got some little kid getting paid not that much to make your clothes. And when they ship it over here, they're going to sell it to you for 100 times what it cost them to make. Maybe even more. They might ship it over here for 700 times what it cost them to make. The last time I bought suits in DXL in Glen Cove. Tailor cut. Those suits, I bought 2 suits, cost me $1,500. And I think the only reason why it wasn't more is because it was on sale. When I went to Thailand, I had, and by the way, the suits that I had made in DXL didn't even fit as perfectly as the ones that I had fully cut in Indonesia, because this is how it happens. What they do, they take your measurements, then they mail your measurements or email your measurements over to Indonesia or whatever it is, and then they make your suit and then they ship it over here. How do you know this? Well, because they tell you, yeah, it's going to take us a couple of days or maybe even a week or two to get your suit here. A lot of dudes, when we used to go to church, would get their clothes made for Easter, and they'd have a brand new suit on Easter Sunday. Most of you dudes don't even go to church anymore. Now, I'm not talking to everybody, but I'm saying most of you dudes don't go to church. You don't do fucking anything. So you have no dress wear. Your idea of dress wear is throwing a fucking hoodie on and some goddamn red or yellow ass Jordans and walking out looking like a fucking clown. And what bothers me more than anything is that you act the way you look. See, it would be one thing if you were dressing like you're a high school kid, because that's how high school kids dress. It'd be one thing if you were dressing that way, but your mathematicians and your all of your engineers, that's not the truth. You act the way you dress. I was just in a store a little while ago, and these high school kids, it's no wonder why they don't want these kids in any of these stores or these restaurants. These kids came in and they trashed the place, literally trashed the place. Some young kids, all of them hoodie on, pants below their ass, and they think that shit is cool. It's not cool. You look like fucking clowns. You look like baboons. You look like baboons. You know what a baboon looks like? Hold on. Baboon ass. Let's see what a baboon looks like, because that's exactly the fuck. Oh shit, I can't show that. Wait. Oh man, no wait. Okay, baboon. Yeah, if you ever look at a baboon's ass, this is what you go outside looking like when you dress like that. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Wait, let me see a good one. Yes. Here we go. Let me just show this picture. I got to stop sharing one and I got to share this other one. Yeah, this is exactly the fuck you look like, walking around with your pants below your ass as if I want to see your fucking drawers, and it's embarrassing. It reminds me of that movie with Terrence Howard, and he was like, "Yeah, motherfucker, you're an embarrassment." This is what you motherfuckers look like when you're walking around, your pants below your fucking ass, and your Jordans on. You look like fucking clowns. And the sad thing is, most of the pushback that I hear comes from all these dudes talking about how much game they know and they recognize game and all that bullshit. These game dudes are the biggest bullshitters I've ever fucking seen. It's infuriating. It's embarrassing. It's infuriating. I remember they were saying that they were supposed to have a indecent exposure law to say, yeah, if you're walking around, you got your pants below your ass, we're going to give you a ticket. And since most of these motherfuckers won't just take the ticket, they got to act big and bad, chances are they'll end up getting their asses beat, tased, or shot by the cops over a ticket for having their pants below their ass like they look like this fucking baboon. It's infuriating. When I just think about people determined to make themselves look like shit. And the sad thing is, when people are looking at you, they treat you the way you look, and then they act that way towards other people who look like you. So you make it bad for yourself, and you make it bad for other people. People looking at you thinking that every thug hoodlum looks like this. So my thing is, listen, if the thugs and hoodlums, the Pookies and Ray Rays, if they want to look like this, by all means, you'll be out there looking like that right up until the cops beat your fucking head in or tase your ass or shoot your ass because they tell you to pull your pants up and you decide to fight the cops. Go ahead. Look like that. If that's how you want to, if that's what you want to look like, if you want to look like this baboon right here, then you go right on ahead and do it. But when the cops beat the shit out of you, I don't want to hear it. I'm not marching. I'm not sending no fucking GoFundMes. I'm not sending no fucking super chats. I'm not sending any, what else? Super chats, GoFundMe. I'm not sending any PayPals. Nothing. I'll watch you get your ass beat on Facebook or tased or whatever because you decided that you wanted to look like a clown. You decided that you wanted to break the indecent exposure. What is it called? Indecent Exposure Acts. That's what it's called. We have ordinances already on the books for this shit. Some cops know the law, some cops don't. But this is how you want to present yourself. You want to look like this baboon right here. That's what you want to present yourself. You can say anything you want about me, but when I come to any formal event or just about any event, if I don't know how I want to dress for it, all I do is just throw on a black shirt, black tie, black suit, it's a pants, black suit, jacket, black pants. Even if you don't wear the whole jacket, you can just wear the vest, the pants, the tie. You still look respectable. Half you motherfuckers don't look respectable. And then what bothers me, and this isn't just black kids, this is the white kids too, and increasingly it's more and more different. It doesn't even matter what color you are. Generation Z and Generation Alpha is filled with non-conformists. You can't tell these kids shit. All of them acting like they want to be fucking thugs. And then they go to try to get a job. They can't even get a job because nobody trusts them. Nobody want to hire them because they look unprofessional. It's a whole lot to sandwich. It's a whole lot to talk about, but it's just disgusting. But this is what, I just want you to understand, this is what you look like. You look like the same Pookie and the same Ray Ray that y'all continue to decry. This is what you look like. I'm shocked that somebody else in the media hasn't said this, but I guess it's because they'll be labeled a racist. See, me, I don't give a fuck. You call me whatever you want. I just don't give a fuck. But the bottom line is that's what would happen. If somebody tried to say you look like a baboon when you go out, the first thing they'll say is, "Oh, you're racist. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to get a lawyer. I'm going to sue you." You look like a fucking baboon. That's what you look like. You see this baboon? You look just like him. And then the sad thing is, with the winter coats on, you actually have those puffy jackets. So you got your pants below your ass, which is illogical because if you were trying to stay warm, you'd think that you stupid fucks would have your pants above your ass because you're trying to stay warm. It's -6 outside. You got your pants below your fucking ass. You're walking around showing off your drawers. Nobody want to see the shit stains. Nobody want to see that. I wish the cops would crack down on this. I wish the cops would literally, it's like, listen, roll right up on you, 10 deep, 20 deep, however many it takes, hand you a ticket and say, guess what? You better show up to fucking court or we're coming for you with a warrant. And that after enough of these losers get served and end up in court and end up railroaded by a judge, I guarantee you that's when it'll start to change. And it's not like these laws don't exist. These are indecent exposure laws. Why the fuck am I staring at another man's ass because he's got his fucking drawers showing? He's got white drawers and black fucking pants. And you're doing it to be seen. That's the sad thing. You're doing it because you're nonconformist. You're doing it basically to show that you can break the law. Landon Brown says this is racist. Fuck that shit. I don't give a fuck. You think I give a fuck if I say it and it's racist? I don't care. I don't even care. I don't care what it sounds like. I'm saying it the way I'm saying it. If you're in a baboon park, then it's okay to dress with your pants below your ass because this way you'll fit in with Haji here. But it's totally unacceptable. And then the same people try to start decrying racism and this, that, and other because they can't get a job, but they walked in there looking like shit. And then when they actually do have to go and try to dress up, they don't even know what to pick out because they haven't gotten used to it. So it's just it's just embarrassing. It's real, and I never imagined that you'd have this level of pushback on the internet to somebody telling you should have a fucking suit on. And it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Like, I never imagined you'd have to argue with people about whether or not you should wear a suit to certain occasions. There's a couple of places you really, really should have a suit on. What's funny is when you go to certain places here in Manhattan, they'll tell you up front, if you don't have a suit jacket and a tie, you're not getting in here. It's just like that old sign, no shoot. What is it? No shirt, no shoes, and no service. Some of these businesses will not let you in. There's restaurants where you might want to go, and you might want to go with some friends. You might want to go to certain clubs. They will not let you in unless you're dressed a certain way. Why is that? Because they know that if you dress a certain way, you're going to act a certain way. This is mental. This is a mentality. Now, somebody's going to say, oh, yeah, well, it's conformist. You're trying to assimilate me like the Borg on Star Trek. You're trying to assimilate me. You live in fucking America. You're going to assimilate one way or another. You're either going to follow the laws or you're going to get killed by the cops. It's just that simple. You're either going to follow the laws or you're going to be thrown in a fucking prison. Now, granted, this is technically First Amendment because you're talking about, what is it called? You're talking about self-expression. First Amendment self-expression. So even without talking, you're talking about self-expression, right? Here's the problem, though. It's not self-expression because there are ordinances that are already on the books that talk about indecent exposure. Showing your fucking drawers in public is indecent exposure. It's not that complicated. Again, all I'm going to say is I wish the cops would do more about this. I wish they'd roll up on motherfuckers with summonses and tasers in hand and stop this shit from happening. But let me just say this. They're not going to do that. They're not going to. If it was me in charge, they'd do it. But they're not going to do that because they want you to walk around looking like fucking baboons. They want this. Do you understand how many people are sitting back laughing at you because you're looking like clowns on the street? Do you understand that? People are laughing at you. And you don't, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if they laugh at me. I don't care. Okay, cool. But they're literally laughing at you. And when you try to get something, when you try to achieve something, all of a sudden, now you realize the doors are locked, mostly. Now, let me just be clear. There are some businesses that will hire a street kid. You know, you want to know what a perfect example is? Go into your average BMW or your Mercedes. There's always at least one street dude that they keep around. Normally, now he has to dress up. He has to have his suit and tie on. He has to dress up. But they keep a street dude around simply because when other people show up from the street, from the hood, they want to pick him up. Hey, Kwame, listen, we've got a customer for you. We got a customer named Rayshawn. Rayshawn and Ray Ray are here. They want to buy a BMW. Hey, Kwame, come here. Come here, Kwame. So then Kwame says, yes, sir. How are you? Sir, what's up? How may I help you? And they'd be like, yeah, listen, Kwame, Pookie and Ray Ray are here. And they want to buy a BMW or they want to buy a Mercedes, right? So let me just break it down because, see, I usually don't like using the terms and stuff. I usually don't like say bitch and hoe and nigga. I don't say those terms every other fucking word. I just don't do it. Let me just break it down so you can understand it so I don't sound so proper. They always keep a street nigga around just in case street niggas walk up into the BMW or the Mercedes. And as soon as they walk in, hey, yo, Kwame, get your ass in here, nigga. Get your ass in here. And then they're like, yo, Kwame, yo, Pookie and Ray Ray want to buy a BMW. Go out there and sell them BMW. Now, Kwame could have been what you call, now see, and this is another thing that bothers me. Black people insult the quote-unquote educated lames. Every other culture respects educated men. China, Russia, I'm not even going to talk about Russia. Every other culture respects educated men. The more degrees you have, the more respect you get, especially if you're working, for society and you're doing something uplifting. Now, I'm not going to talk about these bullshit liberal arts degrees. I'm not talking about fucking underwater basket weaving. I'm not talking about, lesbian studies. I'm not talking about those degrees. No, I'm talking about STEM degrees. Yes, I pull up on you and say, yes, I'm Ben Carson and I work on people's brains. I'm a brain surgeon. I separated twins at birth who were conjoined. That's different. If you hold a degree for fucking brain surgery, they are not going to treat you like shit because obviously you've achieved something that, less than the top 1% can achieve. So here's the thing. They always keep a nigga around. And I swear to God, if you go into any BMW or Mercedes, there's always at least one of us, and it's only one. There's usually one of us. And nowadays it's a woman. Nowadays it's a female. Nowadays it's a black woman who can code switch. So they'd be like, hey, Shaniqua! Yo, Shaniqua, get in here. Yo, Melissa from the hood wants to buy a Mercedes ML. Shaniqua, you got to go out there and sell it to her. Now, Shaniqua will sound white over the phone, completely white over the phone. But as soon as Denisha walks in trying to buy a Mercedes, notice I'm using, ethnically appropriate names. As soon as Denisha walks in trying to buy a Mercedes, all of a sudden they call Shaniqua. They don't send Denisha to the white woman who's selling Mercedes. No, they get Shaniqua. Why? Well, Shaniqua, number one, has a lower chance of offending Denisha. Chances are Denisha really wants to be sold that Mercedes by a white woman because Denisha's in there on a power trip and an ego trip because she wants to show that white woman she's got that money. Because that's really what this comes down to. This really comes down to the ego and how you act. That's what it really comes down to. It is social conditioning. Yes, it is. It is assimilation. Yes, it is. But I want you to understand, this is, if you go into any of these dealerships, they always keep one nigga around, and as soon as the black person walks into the front door, yo, Kwame, get in here, Kwame, get in here. Kwame shows up. Kwame's like, yes, sir, how are you today? Yes, sir, Mr. Manager, what would you like me to do? Yo, listen, we got some niggas in this this lobby, right? And they want to buy a Mercedes S-Class. You got to go sell them that. Kwame, go. So Kwame, what does Kwame do? Kwame drops that suit jacket. Well, maybe he'll keep it on. I don't know. Kwame will walk up to you. Instead of walking up to you and greeting you like he would some white customer, Kwame is going to walk up to you. Hey, yo, homie, what it is? Yo, you got to cop this Bentley, yo. You got to cop this Mercedes, yo. Forget this Mercedes. Yo, nigga, I know you got money. We going to go over here and cop this Bentley. Kwame, all of a sudden, Kwame changes his entire shit, and now he's talking to you as if you've known Kwame for the last 20 years in the hood. If you go into any dealership, I guarantee you it's true. They always keep at least one of us around. So just because you look street doesn't necessarily mean you're not going to get the job. The problem is you are a liability. So they're going to look for the dude who can code switch. That's the key. As long as you can code switch, you'll get that job. If you can't code switch, you ain't getting that job. Kwame, Shaniqua, oh yeah, we got to keep one Kwame around. We got, I remember, I think it was Good Times. And don't quote me because I don't remember that show much, but I remember there was an episode where I think it was Big Shirley or something was trying to apply for a job. And the white boss, as soon as she left, they were like, oh, yeah, we got to get her because she'll provide some color for the room. We got to put some color in the room. You'll also notice when you go to your dentist's office, most of your doctor's office, they always keep at least one black woman around, and she's always on the fucking phone. They always keep Shaniqua around on the phone. Have you ever noticed that? There's always Big Shirley, and Big Shirley is on the goddamn phone. And she is the front line defense for that place. So anybody who calls on the phone is going to get Big Shirley. And I'll tell you the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Why do they keep us around? The perfect example, and you'll never guess what I'm about to say. Waymon Brown. Thank you, Waymon Brown, for a little bit of because see, I'm not monetizing this video because I'm going to be copyright infringing the shit out of people, and I'm going to just say stuff that somebody's going to try to be like, oh, well, you really need to attribute, like if you say shame game, and if I say that people are being shamed, blamed, and explained into doing certain things, I don't quote nobody. I don't know who the fuck to quote. So if I say that. No, I don't want anybody trying to get a lawyer. I have a lawyer who works for free. You will lose in court. I'm not fucking quoting nothing. Don't come on my channel crying and shit to me. Oh, you were my frat brother. You're supposed to quote me. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I'm not quoting nothing. I'm copyright infringing the shit out of people. Don't quote me. Don't do it. Because if you do, you're going to be disappointed. So I don't want to hear nobody crying on my stream. Oh yeah, well, Big Truck quoted my book and didn't fucking quote. Listen, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't know nothing about no copyright. I don't give a fuck. So it's just that simple. But anyway, as I was saying, you know where they got the idea to put these black women on the front line? From Star Trek. That's where they got it. Uhura. Notice how Uhura is your modern day Shaniqua. And they got her right there on the front line. As soon as somebody calls in, who do they get? They get a whore. They get the sassy black chick on the phone. That's who they get. They always take the sassy chick, put her on the phone, and it's usually a black chick, especially if it's a dentist, and especially if it's an office. Now, this varies in certain areas, but I guarantee you, most of these offices, it's a fat black woman, and she's the one you get on the phone. Now, I'm not saying Uhura was fat. Uhura was the finest black woman to ever grace television. Forget Nicki Minaj, forget Cardi B, and those horrible ratchet thoughts. No, Uhura was the finest, period, forever, period. And they always put her on the front line. So I just want you all to notice that when you go into certain business. All right, let me stop with the sideshow. Let me get into this video, and let's get into this video with it. I had it paused specifically at a certain part, and basically at this point. And by the way, if there's any problems with the sound, let me know because I don't want an echo. So I'm going to mute myself when I start playing it. Hopefully it continues to play, but if there's a problem with the sound, just anybody who's my moderators, just let me know. And Ramil, I did see you in the chat. If you're still here, let me know because I'm going to mod you up real quick. So Ramil, if you're still here, just say something. Oh, no. Okay, there you are right there. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait. It says put user in timeout, but it says block. It doesn't say you can add. All right, you know what? That must be YouTube. All right. But yeah, I'm gonna add you up in here. So here's the thing. This was the video that I wanted to talk about. What image do we want to project as black men? Now, there have already been like 3 or 4 shows about this today, but I didn't get a chance to really chime in the way I wanted to because I was at the office. I had some clients. I had a couple of meetings. And then I had an issue with my mic because the room projects voices like crazy. It's a lot of echo. So I didn't get a chance to respond the way I wanted to. So let me play parts of this. And I don't even know if I could hear myself, but let me just play parts of this. Now, I just want to point out, right here at the bottom, right here at the bottom, you see Kevin Samuels made a comment. And it said, image is as simple as ABCD: appearance, behavior, communication, digital footprint. Speak well and clearly and respond instead of reacting. Now, let me just say this about Kevin Samuels, because like I'm not one of these fucking small cap YouTubers. I've been on YouTube a while. I have way more subs than most of these dudes, so I believe in subscriber supremacy. And let me also just say I have, damn near 50 million views or something like that. And the only reason I don't have more is because I don't grind like a lot of these dudes. These dudes be on here every fucking day for 4 and 5 and 6 hours. So let me just say this about Kevin Samuels. One thing I've noticed about Kevin Samuels is when he types stuff, he has a lot of typos. Like, image is as simple as ABCD: appearance, behavior, communication, digital footprint. Speak well and clearly and respond instead of reacting. You use too many N's. Now, I'm not nitpicking. I'm just saying that the dude, I've noticed when he puts up his titles, he has a lot of typos, and he never corrects it. Now, granted, listen, he's the image consultant. He's the bigger YouTuber, this, that, and other. I agree with what he's saying. I totally agree with what he's saying. I'm just saying, Kevin, what you need to do is just make sure you clean up your typos, because sometimes I'm trying to read your shit, and everybody on my channel knows that when I'm reading somebody and they make a lot of typos, I'd be making fun of them. I'm just saying, I agree with this digital footprint thing. It doesn't make sense for you to try to project a good image and then your digital footprint's all fucked up. Like, here's one thing. You're wearing a suit not to the office, but you're flashing guns and talking about drugs, and you're flashing money and shit on your YouTube or your Facebook. That kind of doesn't really do well for you, because sooner or later, somebody at your office is going to run to your boss and they're going to be like, hey, yo, boss, look, this is Kwame. This is Kwame's freaking Facebook. Look at Kwame. Kwame's flashing drugs and guns. Yeah, you don't want to have a bad digital footprint. The same thing goes for your average Shaniqua. You've probably noticed that more and more women are getting caught prostituting themselves on OnlyFans and on Instagram. Now, the women, as far as they're concerned, you're sexist for bringing up the fact that they're selling pictures of their scooch and their feet photos on Instagram and selling their jars of fart. A lot of these women want to call you a sexist and a racist and this, that, and other because you're trying to get them fired from their job because they're selling fart in a jar and they're selling photos of their feet, and everybody's got a camel toe. When you go on Instagram or OnlyFans, you're seeing the outlines of vagina all day long. So I consider that a problem for your digital footprint. So I agree with Kevin. Kevin won't say it the way I'm going to say it because he won't just come out and just say it like that. But I've seen too much coochie on Instagram. I thought that was supposed to be safe for children or something. Like Instagram, I know OnlyFans is a porno site for prostitutes. I understand that. I totally understand that. If that's what you want to do, cool. But if you get caught at work and you're Shaniqua, and they run to your boss and they're like, yo, Shaniqua's got pussy photos all over. She's selling her sex. She's fucking guys on OnlyFans. Well, Shaniqua, you have a bad digital footprint. You're probably going to get fired from your job as a cop. You're kind of going to get fired from your job working at Google or Tesla or Amazon or something. So, we got Baller in the building. This guy, Baller, you got to watch out for this guy. This guy listens to all of these videos. And when he hears you fighting and shit, this motherfucker takes that shit, makes videos from that shit. And now you're watching yourself get into fights. So all I got to say is if you get into a fight in one of these panels, make sure you win, because otherwise you're going to be on Baller's channel. We're going to be making fun of you. Just keep that in mind. Watch out for this guy right here. Y'all should subscribe to this guy's channel. It's fucking hilarious. He got me like 2 days ago arguing with somebody. It's hilarious. So you guys subscribe to Baller right here. You guys subscribe. So anyway, where was I? Let me get to this video. Make sure you can hear it. I'm gonna start playing it.
Sway, are you there? Yes. Can you hear me? Yep. Sway in the morning. What's good? Go ahead. Welcome to our conversation. For sure.
Okay, so I think I have to pause this shit like every 15 seconds or something. So I'm gonna try to breeze through this as quickly as possible, just for the part where Kevin was arguing with one of these young guys. And see, the thing about Kevin is Kevin knows that he doesn't want to get into arguments on channels that it's not his, because the problem is if somebody's on your channel arguing with you, you've got complete control over the mute button, and you can dump them, you can cut them off. Like you've seen Kevin Samuels. I think Kevin Samuels has a dump button connected to a foot pedal. So all he has to do is as soon as one of these women gets out of pocket, all he's got to do is just step on that shit and it just dumps him. So the thing about it is, on these panels with all of these amateurs playing talk show hosts, you do not want to get into an argument with one of these dudes that you can't control. So that's why Kevin always goes after these women. He doesn't get these guys on there. And what I've noticed is every time he puts guys on these channels, the guys are fucking idiots. It's incredible. Kevin says specifically, he says, if you have a disagreement, you can join. If you don't have a disagreement, don't join. So what do these stupid motherfuckers do? The first thing they do, hey, Kevin, yeah, joining your show. I just wanted to say I agree with everything you say. So then Kevin's got to go, but I said, if you have a disagreement, join. If you don't have a disagreement, I want to leave it for somebody who does. Oh, no, but I'm just here showing love. And it's like, no, you stupid motherfucker. I said don't. And I was watching his men's week. And these dudes, especially you dudes down south, I don't know what it is about you people down south, like Mississippi, Georgia, Atlanta. I don't know what it is about you guys. Some of you dudes, when y'all join these panels, y'all are the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever heard in my life. It's incredible. Ricky Lake wouldn't tolerate this shit. I could go back to Richard Bay's show. He didn't have it this bad. Some of you guys call in, and you guys sound dumb. And it's sad because you're not even trolling. You're not trolling. Azrael says these people are hard-headed. Azrael, I honestly don't think that these guys follow directions. These guys don't follow directions. And you know how you know it's true? Look at most of these police shootings. The cop says, put your hands above your head, don't move. Put your hands above your head. These niggas getting shot, going into their pocket for a Three Musketeers bar, going into their pocket for cell phones. The cop said, put your hands above your head. Don't move. Okay, let me take this as an opportunity to turn around and to run back to my car and to try to drive off. The cop said, don't move. Let me try to jump in my car and I'm going to drive off. And then they're surprised when they get shot in the back. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. These are some nonconformist morons. It's absolutely incredible. The cop said, put your hands above your head. He did not say, reach for Three Musketeers bar. You know the Three Musketeers bar? That shit does look like a gun at night. Like, that shit looked just like my Kimber 45 at night. And you motherfuckers are reaching for Three Musketeers bars? I'm like, God damn. It's like, when somebody gets their head blown off for reaching for Three Musketeers bar, it's like, I don't even get upset. I just flipped the channel. Because I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Oh, all I did was reach for my cell phone. You do realize that at night your cell phone looks like a gun? In fact, if I'm a cop and I tell you to put your hands on your head, if you reach into your pocket for anything, as far as I'm concerned, that shit's a gun. Period. So I can't even go into it. All right, let's get back to this video because I digress. Hold on.
As a younger cat, I think we should tap in more on our image. I think as you get older as a man, I think you should definitely take your image more seriously. I know.
All right, so obviously, yes, men need to take their image as serious as a heart attack. You need to have a serious image. Now, these dudes' idea of image is going out there literally dressing just like the fucking thugs. See, the problem, here's the thing. It's not you. It's the person who's breaking the law who now looks like you because you want to go out dressed like Pookie and Ray Ray. If Pookie and Ray Ray are breaking the law, the smartest thing you can do is look nothing like Pookie and Ray Ray, so when the cops go after Pookie and Ray Ray, they don't come after you. But some of these dudes don't get that. And let me tell you another thing before I get to this. Schools. These kids have no respect for their school. They have no respect for themselves. They want to look like the same thugs and hoodlums and hood rats that they're on the trains and buses with. They don't want... Now, when you go to any other country, I don't know how many of you have been to another country. When you come to a country for the first time, you can always tell the students apart from everybody else. That's what a uniform is for. Now, am I saying everybody needs a uniform? I'm not saying that particularly, even though I think it would be a good idea, especially for these dumbass kids nowadays. I think being in uniform and not looking or not focusing so much on how you dress coming to school and not putting other people down for not having the access to a credit card or the access to a welfare check that bought you those fucking shoes. I think a uniform is probably a better thing. But the one thing I have to say is whenever you go to any other country, you know the students apart from everybody else because they have a uniform on. A suit is no different than a uniform in this case. You'll never ever hear dispatch. We're searching for a black male, black suit, black tie, black shirt, black shoes, black male. You're never going to hear that shit. Ever. You'll never hear it. What does it always sound like? Dispatch. Yeah, we've got, we're looking for a black male, hoodie, pants below his ass, and Air Jordan shoes. They don't say sneakers, they say shoes on dispatch. That's how it sounds. So my thing is, if you're looking for Pookie and Ray Ray, go find them and do whatever you got to do to Pookie and Ray Ray. I don't match your description at all. You know, and that's one thing I learned from watching these Brothers of the Nation of Islam. And I'm not a Muslim by any means. I'm not a brother of the Nation of Islam. I'm just saying, you will never see a brother of the Nation of Islam being abused by the cops. You'll never fucking see it. Why? Because when you see these guys out there looking respectable, dressed respectable, selling their bean pies or whatever it is they're doing, handing out their final call newspapers to whoever will read it, those dudes look the part. They look professional. They don't give you a reason to fuck with them. And I know that's part of the training and that's part of the discipline of being in the Nation of Islam. Even Jehovah's Witnesses, they dress up. You don't see Jehovah's Witnesses coming to your fucking doorstep with their pants below their ass wearing Jordans. Jehovah's Witnesses come to your doorstep in what? Suits. Yes, it's Sunday, but they do that on Saturday too. Because I'm not a Jehovah. I know some Jehovah's, but I'm not a Jehovah. I'm just saying. They don't give... When you see a Jehovah standing at your door with a suit and tie on, you know that they're legit, and you know that if it's a Jehovah's Witness, quickly close your shades and hide in your own house so that this way they don't find you, that they don't know you're in the house. So this way they can't deliver the gospel or whatever their gospel is. They can't deliver it. So as soon as the Jehovah's Witnesses show up at your door and they ring the doorbell, the first thing you do is you don't even touch your shades because then they'll know you're there. No, you run to the back of the house, close the door, and you hide from the gospel that they're trying to deliver. You hide from whoever their God is, you hide from that shit. That's what you do. In your own house, you run and hide. Now, some of you might want to open up a dialogue with them. You go to the door. Oh, hi, you're Jehovah's Witness? Hi, how you doing? Yes, I'll take your Armageddon newspaper because they always got the Armageddon newspaper. I tried having a conversation with some Jehovah's Witnesses because I saw this chick and she was a Jehovah. She was cute and I tried talking to her. And these motherfuckers, the first thing they start talking about is how the world's going to end and shit. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no wonder why nobody wants you motherfuckers visiting their house. Now, she was a cute looking chick. I think I got her photo around somewhere. She was a good looking chick. And I was talking to her. But she was with another chick. And this other chick was talking that Apocalypse Now shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, listen, honey, I'm just trying to talk to you. And you got this other chick over here that you with, and she's talking about Apocalypse Now. I'm like, no one, you guys. But bottom line is, I got the number, I macked on her, and I will leave it at that. And she was a nice girl, though. She was a nice girl. So listen, when you look respectable, people will respect you. When you don't, they won't. If you look like a street dude, I'm not even talking about the dudes with their pants below their ass. If you look like a street dude, they're going to treat you like a street dude. If they're looking for Pookie and Ray Ray don't want to wear no suit because they don't want to look respectable. They want to look like shit. They want their pants below their ass. They want their orange clown shoes on. Them big ass, stupid Kanye West, them ugly ass shoes. How the fuck Kanye West with those stupid Kanye, I'm going to type in Kanye ugly sneakers because I know it's going to come up. Yeah, this stupid, ugly ass shit. Do you know how many people I see wearing this stupid, ugly ass? These are some, I'm like, how the fuck do you get people to buy this shit just based on your name? Really? It's like, wait, where is it? Kanye ugly ass sneakers. Them just some ugly ass shoes. Them just ugly. It's like now there's like a race to see who can make the ugliest fucking shoe. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this dude. If you see this dude, you know not to open up your door for this dude right here. You know. Because, wait a minute, this guy's up to no good. Look at this guy. This dude's up to no goddamn good. You ain't opening your door for this. Are you going to open your door for that? Tell me in the chat, are you going to open up your door for this? If you see a dude come to your doorstep like this, you gonna open up your fucking door? You tell me. I'll wait. You tell me. You gonna open up your door for this shit? You tell me. Are you? Yes or no? That's all I got to hear. Tell me. I'm waiting. Go ahead. Tell me. Are you gonna open up your door for this nigga? I know I'm not. I know I'm not. You tell me. I'm not opening up my door for this dude. Ever. Not ever. You ain't opening your door for this dude. Hells no. Because you already know you about to get robbed. You know you about to get robbed. He might be there selling chocolate. But you're not going to open your door for this dude because you're going to get robbed. Here's a question. If you're a hiring manager, you going to open up your door for this dude? Especially with them ugly ass sneakers on? You tell me. You going to open up your door for him? I'm not. I'm not hiring him. Fuck that. You can call me a racist. I'm not hiring you. I don't trust your ass. Are you gonna open up? You gonna hire him? You tell me. You gonna hire that dude? You gonna hire that dude? Are you gonna hire that dude? Are you gonna hire that dude right there? You gonna hire that dude? Fuck no. You're not gonna hire that dude. Now let me ask you this question again, but let me change the guy. Are you gonna hire this dude? Any of these dudes? You tell me. You gonna hire this dude right here? You gonna hire this dude? Any of these dudes? You gonna hire them? You tell me. You want to hire one of them? You gonna hire this dude right here? You gonna hire this dude who looks like Chaotic Truth? You gonna hire this dude? You tell me. It's simple, guys. It's simple. You got to work on your image. You think that you can roll around here looking like shit and that the world's going to come to you and you're going to be a six-figure high-value man. It's not fucking happening. It's not happening. Ever. I know y'all would hire this dude, right? This dude right here. Where's this dude? I know y'all hire. This dude look like James Bond. I'd hire James Bond. Look at that dude. I know you. Would y'all hire this dude? I'd hire him. Shit. That guy, whatever job he cut. What the fuck? What is this? No, I'd rather stay asleep. Yes. Would you hire this guy? Would you let this guy come to your house selling you something? You tell me. You tell me. Maybe I'm wrong. You tell me. Would you let this guy talk to you about if this guy knocked on your door right now and you see this guy at the door and he wants to talk to you about something? I don't know. Would you let him in your house? Would you hire this guy? Would you put him in the Mercedes-Benz dealership, Kwame, so this way you can call on him whenever Deshaun walks through the front door? You tell me. You got to work on your image, guys. Say it nice and simple. You got to work on your image. All right, I've digressed as much as I possibly can. Let me get back to this video because I want to be on here forever. Let me get back to the video. All right, real quick.
KS is in the chat talking about not wearing sneakers or Jordans and, the streetwear life and get more, business casual when you're talking about the image. I think there's a time and a place for everything. And I think as you get older, you probably should invest more into suits, into shoes, nice.
That goes without saying, guys. You got to have a wardrobe. Here's my question. How do you dudes even go to church or funerals or weddings? Like, what do you wear? Like, do you have to go shopping for a suit every single time something pops up? Like, if you got invited right now and they said, yeah, we got a dinner tonight in Manhattan and, yeah, you just have to wear a suit. You got to come here and you can chaperone or whatever. I don't know what the situation is. Like, what are you going to just do? Oh, well, I'd make it, but I can't. I got something else to do. I can't go because you ain't got nothing in your wardrobe. Let me tell you something. In my wardrobe right now, I've got no less than 10 suits in there. I've got, I don't know why I keep doing this because I keep buying blue suits, just like the one I had in one of these photos. I don't even like wearing blue. I like wearing straight black. When I go out, it's like I like black suits because, first of all, they stay cleaner longer. It's harder to see any dirt and this, that, and other on them. I prefer black suits. I prefer black suit, shirt, tie, leather shoes. And they don't even have to be expensive. Let me tell you, you know how much I paid for my last pair of shoes? Now, I'm not going to count the Ferragamos that I have because I only bought those to show off at the office after I closed the deal. And those things were like $500. So I'm not talking about those. But my regular leather loafers are like $75 to $100. Most of you have smaller feet than I do because I'm 6'6", so I have a big foot. I'm not hiding shit. I wear a size 16 shoe. If I buy Jordans, I have to buy size 17 because them shits are narrow, just like you've seen some of the sneakers I got. Bottom line is, I got tie-up shoes and I've got loafers. Black, leather. Every man should have, somebody said it right here. Somebody said, Josh Hawk said, every man should have about 3 or 4 suits. Now, suits, oddly enough, are cheaper than most of the shit that y'all are wasting your money on. And then, if you have that in your wardrobe, let me tell you something. If you go out to the club and you dressed in a suit and a tie, I guarantee you're going to get more play from the women than you're going to get looking like a fucking bum. I guarantee it. Just like the guy I just showed a second ago. If you go out with that suit and tie, if you go out looking like Kevin Samuels, if you got the right, it doesn't even have to be expensive. These women don't know shit about suits because they don't dress up either. It doesn't even have to be expensive. You could get a cheap suit for like $100. In fact, you can get 2 for $100 if you're a certain size. Women will give you more play because they'll assume that you've got more money. But you are determined to have a shitty image. You're determined to look broke. That's fine. Nobody, listen, that means more women for the rest of us. Okay, no big deal. So let me get back to this video. Let me go.
Dress shoes and stuff like that when you're taking your life more seriously. But I think to just outright dismiss, sneakers or streetwear is kind of disingenuous because not everyone can live that suit lifestyle.
Okay, all right. Dismissing sneakers. I'm not dismissing sneakers. I'm not dismissing streetwear. What I'm saying is you ain't always on the street. If you're going, let's say you're going to the store. You don't have to wear no fucking suit to go to the store. I sometimes will wear a suit and go to the store simply because maybe I'm going to the store coming back from work. Maybe I'll tell you like this. The last time I went out on a date, we went to, and I think I posted photos. I might have posted photos. I think I did. But we went out. I when I go out on a date, especially if it's at night, I'll throw on one of my suits. Because to tell you the truth, it's actually easier to dress in a suit than it is to dress with all this bullshit. You go out there looking like a goddamn Nike advertisement. I wear a lot of I have Nike, I have Reebok, but I don't feel like advertising for them. So a lot of the times when I buy their clothes, you wouldn't even know exactly who made it because I'll buy the stuff that's very low key. I don't want to go out there looking like a fucking billboard. Some people do. Some people, but you know what? You know what? Savings Minus Debt calls those people debt slaves. He says that those people are so busy advertising somebody else, and they're in debt to do it. Those are debt slaves. You know me, I'm not a debt slave. I got an 850 credit score. I'm 6-figure salary, 200,000 plus. I'm not doing that shit. So I don't like advertising nobody else. If I made my own clothes, I'd be advertising for myself. But I don't really like advertising somebody else. I really don't do that. In fact, I don't have no tattoos. I'm not advertising anybody else's ideology. I don't give a fuck about nobody else's ideology. I'm not, as I said, I don't join all of these protests and rallies and making stand for this. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Y'all fight your own war. I'm not doing it. So I don't want to advertise. I don't want to do it. But some of these dudes walk out looking like freaking advertisement. We're not knocking sneakers. We're just saying there's a time and a place for everything. You can't always be dressed like a goddamn high schooler. It's one thing if it's summer. That's different. If it's summer, that's cool. That's one thing. It ain't summer all the time. And even in summer, certain times you really should be a little more formal. But you can't because you ain't got nothing in your wardrobe. It's a damn shame.
So, you know what I mean? Not everybody.
All right, let me skip around with this shit because I want to get to the Kevin Samuels. Here we go.
Craft on what you do, but every man should be able to own a black suit, a gray suit,
gray suit,
any other color that they might like for themselves. But
now you see what right here? You said it at the exact same time. Righteous and filthy. Black, gray, blue, all you need. Now I'll tell you this, righteous. I got blue. I got black, specifically most of my suits are black. I don't really do gray, but if I bought a tuxedo again, I'd definitely get another white one. Now, here's the thing. When I was in Indonesia, I had all these clothes made. It cost me no more than $200 per suit. If you want a tuxedo made and you're outside the country, the guy who made mine, and I put it in my trip to Thailand, he was from Nepal. Those guys did a fabulous, perfect job. I still wear the same suits years later. I got those suits years ago. I got those suits back in 2019. I still wear those suits. They fit perfectly. Gray is a good suit. A white tuxedo jacket with black pants. If you go to a wedding, very good to have. If you plan on getting married, which most of you niggas not getting married because you hate these thoughts. Y'all are at war with your women, basically. I keep saying it. Everybody tries to ignore me when I say it. But you're basically at war with women right now. Gender war, you can call it whatever you want. You're at war with these women. So y'all trying not to take them out on dinners. Y'all trying not to take them anywhere. And the women are complaining on all these channels. The women aren't giving you nothing. You're not giving them nothing. And I'd say the misery index is higher than ever right now. But y'all are literally at war with your damn women. So obviously y'all don't give a fuck about no tuxedo. Y'all don't care about none of that. Most of y'all not getting married. I understand Hunter Cash. He says, yeah, I honestly don't want to get married. Yeah, I totally hear you. I understand getting married nowadays might be railroading your ass into a divorce court and family court, and you're going to end up with your bitch leaving you, and she's going to take all your money. Okay, listen, I get it. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. These women are horrible now. They don't give you nothing. You don't want to give them nothing. So basically, it's war. You're at war with them. It's we are right. That's what war stands for. It stands for we are right. The men are trying to say that we're right. The women are saying that they're right. The difference is the women are doing better than you're doing. So I have to wonder who's right and who's wrong. I've showed you the stats. More women are buying houses on their own. I showed you the stats. I did like 2 videos about it. Females who are single are the ones who are buying these houses now. Not just the corporations and the conglomerates. Women buying the houses. So I don't know. I can't fight with people. I just can't do it. So let's see what Kevin Samuels said, because I think he got in an argument with one of these dudes, because I barely watched it. Let's see what he said.
Definitely must have at least 2 or 3 or 4 suits in your closet that you can go to a upscale affair if you have an invitation to go as such.
I agree with you.
All right, so obviously this is the part where Kevin Samuels gets into it. Now you can watch this on, what's his name? This guy's channel is Lapeef Network. You can watch the full video there if you really want to hear them go all at it, because I'm only going to play parts of it, because I basically already made my case. I'm just playing this part, to bolster my case or whatever. And then I'm gonna get ready to let people in, because I've basically gone on for like an hour. I could keep doing this shit all day, but I'm gonna let people get in here in a minute.
No.
1 second.
No. You say no?
No, it's not even an upscale affair. See, first of all, hey everybody, how you doing?
How you doing?
Who's speaking? Sway, how old are you? So I know who I'm talking to.
I'm 23.
Okay, so as you can see, this dude Sway in the morning is 23. Sway in the morning. I'm gonna look up his channel real quick to see if he's got anything going on. Sway in the morning. Let's see if Sway in the wait. Is this SWAE in the morning? I don't know if this guy's got a channel, so let me just look that shit up real quick. Sway in the morning. I see one person. I think this must be him. I don't think he has a channel. It's too bad he's not here, because he could post if he has a channel. But whatever. Let's get back to it.
All right. So if you went into if you went in and you were up on murder charges and you had an attorney, would you listen to his advice, or would you go on what you think?
Some of these motherfuckers are so goddamn dumb that they don't even listen to their own attorneys. They want to do shit their way. So a lot of these dudes, you see them get railroaded in court, and they get totally screwed over, and they end up in jail forever simply because they didn't listen to proper legal advice. Now, I have to say, a lot of these dudes are smart enough to just shut the fuck up and listen to what the lawyer's saying. Unfortunately, some of these lawyers don't have your best interest in mind. Some of these lawyers are shitty public defenders, and they're not very good at their jobs, and they'll take your ass basically to jail themselves, just by not being a good lawyer. So I'm not going to act like every lawyer is that good. But all I'm going to say is most of the time it's better to listen to somebody who's experienced.
I will listen to my attorney's advice.
All right. Well, as a professional image consultant who actually gets paid to do this, everything you were saying is what's wrong with the black male image.
There you go. And
I can produce any data that anyone wants with links.
All right, let me just say this. Yeah, data and statistics are great and everything, but the reality is, if you didn't do these studies yourself and you didn't put the time, energy, and money into these studies and stuff, I'm not crazy about listening to all these fucking statistics. Because here's the problem with the manosphere right now. You got a lot of these dudes who don't know shit about mathematics and don't know shit about statistics, and these dudes are quoting statistics as if they work for the goddamn Census Bureau. Then they fuck it up and they say it wrong. Like these dudes, I'm not going to name names. I could, because I don't give a fuck. Nobody can really do anything to me. But some of these dudes quote things like the Moynihan report, and they quote it wrong. And then they fuck it all up and a woman gets the better of them in an argument live on one of these fucking panels. See, these dudes are sitting around on these fucking panels all day. What I'd say is most of y'all need to go to work. See, that's the reason why y'all so against suits, because half you motherfuckers don't work. Y'all need to get off these panels, go to a goddamn job, and go get some money. So, all right. I got to stop digressing. Hold on.
Young black men have done the own work of trying to see how differently they were treated by simply just dressing male appropriate.
Male appropriate dressing. Not walking around like a baboon with your pants under your ass, wearing clown shoes, trying to show us the color of your fucking drawers, like a baboon with your ass in the air.
We have been in our community. I guarantee you this. I'm 52 years old. I grew up in the projects, single parent household, government cheese. If you want to match being broke, we missed legitimate meals. This generation, no offense, but y'all ain't missing no meals.
All right. Okay. See, again, a lot of this comes, and this is where a lot of the argument against what Kevin Samuels is saying comes from. It's a generational thing. I'm a millennial, so before anybody calls me a boomer or some shit, I'm a millennial. I was born in 1981, so I'm not a fucking boomer. But the bottom line is I'm a millennial, Generation Y. The generation right after me, these guys, a lot of these kids are born with no fathers in the home. Some of them, they don't know any better. And the reality is you're getting a generational pushback against the way things used to be done. And it's funny because most of these black males who are on this manosphere, they consider themselves conservative. They call themselves conservative when it comes to talking shit about liberals, which I do all the time. They call themselves conservative for that, but they're not conservative when it comes to image. Image conservatism is also a thing, but I guess they don't know nothing about that. I don't know.
And y'all talk this, we ain't got it shit like you ain't got it. And I had suits. I was made to dress appropriate because when we were younger as black people, we still had the church.
And that ultimately is the reason why there's so much pushback against. It's amazing how many people made videos today just about not wearing suits or wearing suits. It's absolutely amazing. The reason why there's so much pushback is because Kevin Samuels' generation went to church. My generation went to church. Millennials, for the most part, went to church. That kind of probably stopped during the pandemic. A lot of people stay home. But the reality is, we read the Bible, we went to church, and it wasn't just about reading the Bible at home alone. That's not how we did it. We went to church. I went to Bible school. I grew up around other kids in Bible school. Bible school was where I went on Saturday morning. Not to the fucking arcade, not to the I don't know where these idiots hang out on the corner looking like Pookie and Ray Ray, hanging out at the corner trying to sell weed. I didn't hang out with any of those dudes. That's the reason why I make so much money today and I've never been to jail and I've got no criminal record. I guess that's what it is. Going to church made a difference. It taught you about appropriate behavior and appropriate dress.
And we had at least one place to go every week to where we looked good. One. And this has been since the turn of the last century.
All right, I don't really need to listen to all that stuff because, ultimately a lot of that falls on deaf ears. See, here's the thing. It's funny. If you're looking for women, all you got to do is go to church because these women are so self-deluded. And it's funny? That's the last place you dudes will go. All I ever hear is, "Oh, Truck, you never been to the club?" It's like, I don't go to no fucking club. That's why you idiots are at the club getting killed when somebody decides to shoot up the club. And there's all, like here in New York, all a bouncer has to do is get into a fight with one of these dudes, and these dudes gets a gun, and then they shoot randomly at the fucking club like they're a white boy shooting at their school after somebody insulted them for wearing a trench coat. They be shooting randomly at the club, and some of y'all, you go to the club, y'all don't even make it out of there at night. I don't hang around no fucking club. If you're looking for women, especially these pick-me's who want to be picked, all you gotta do is go to church. They're sitting in church praying on your ass. They're waiting for you to come along and pick them up. But y'all don't want that. Y'all want big booty Keisha, who's shaking her ass on the pole for 20 other guys, taking money into her G-string and her bra from these other guys. Y'all looking for big booty Keisha. That's what y'all looking for. Y'all ain't looking for the pick-me's. All of these women with low body counts who are a little homely looking, but if you hit them up just a little bit, maybe take them and get them a little bit of makeover. If you get them a makeover, they can look good. No, I can't show this. I was looking for an example. Let me see. I was looking for an example of big booty Keisha, but when I typed up big booty Keisha, that didn't come up the way I expected it to. I don't need YouTube going after me. Wait. No. Hold on. I'm looking for a good picture of big booty Keisha. Here we go. Right here. This is perfect. Black midget stripper. This is what y'all are looking for. Y'all, this is right here. Y'all ain't looking for these women in church. Y'all are looking for big booty Keisha. And then y'all are surprised when big booty Keisha cheats on you. This is what kills me about you dudes. You dudes are quick to talk bad about me. Oh, yeah, recognize game, man. You don't have a good mouthpiece. You don't know how to finesse these hoes. Now, mind you, the last dude I insulted about that shit, his name's Recognize Game, and he's got, I'm going to get to that in a second. He's got a video where he's literally talking to the same one who punched Tony Sotomayor in the face, and this dude's up there trying to tell me about game. You busy on the goddamn fucking video chat with a goddamn prostitute. How are you? Here it is, Che Me. There we go. Look at this guy. Hold on. I gotta get his picture just right. Hold on, just a second. I gotta get this dude's picture just right. This clown ass. So this dude is busy insulting me, but he is busy talking to a damn prostitute. And you can tell him I said it. I don't give a fuck because there ain't shit he can do. Ain't nothing he can do. Anybody who knows me knows there ain't nothing he can do to me or Mr. Desert Eagle. Can't do shit. So I'm going to show it right there. I'm not even going to use his video because his video, I started listening to it. It was stupid. He was talking all this shit about how he'd punched Tommy Sotomayor in the face because Tommy was calling him names. If you've seen this video about Tommy Sotomayor, he got into a fight with a prostitute. And she literally, and you can't say that I'm making this up. She said, I sell booty. And she literally said it. And they kept bringing it up. But anyway, she was on the video with Fresh and Fit. Tommy called her a B word numerous times. She got angry and she picked up the microphone like she was going to throw it at him. But the guy from Fresh and Fit's club rushed over and made it so she couldn't do that. And then she swung and hit Tommy, and they got it all on tape, so you could go watch it yourself just in case you haven't watched it, right? But this dude is arguing with me about game, and you busy talking to fucking prostitutes. How dare you? How dare you? Self-professed. So it's not like you can say, oh, I'm making this up. She said this herself. She's the one who's online doing her thing. Listen. Go do your thing. I'm not messing with you. I don't like women with gaps in their teeth like this. I don't like it. But the bottom line is this loser right here, this loser, Recognize Game, he's like, oh yeah, well, your mouthpiece isn't good enough to talk to these women. I'm not talking to these type of women. You are. This is you, not me. Anybody who's on my YouTube, one thing you'll never see me doing is talking in interviews to any self-professed hookers, period. Nobody can even accuse me of doing that. They can't accuse me of it because I don't do it. I wouldn't do it. But you dudes, this is what y'all are going after. This is what y'all going after. That right there. Now, meanwhile, what did I say a little while ago? Where's Big Booty Keisha at? I got to get back to Big Booty Keisha. Okay, this is what you're looking at. You're looking at the black midget stripper, Big Booty Keisha. You're hollering at Big Booty Keisha. That's not her real name, but I'm just making that name up. Big Booty Keisha. Y'all are trying to wife up Big Booty Keisha, and somehow you believe that this chick is going to stay loyal to you because you wifed up Big Booty Keisha. If anything, that's absolutely not the type of place to be picking up women. You're looking for Big Booty Keisha. This is what you're going after. This is you, not me. This is not me. Let me see. Let me see if I can get another one in here, because this is what y'all are looking for. I'm not doing this. This is you. This right here is you. Right here. This is you. This is not me. This is you. Uh-oh, I got another one. Uh-oh. This is this right here is what y'all looking for. This is not me. But see, y'all don't want to wear no suits. Y'all don't want to go to no fucking. Y'all don't want to go to a church. This is what y'all are chasing after. Y'all looking for Big Booty. That's what y'all looking for. This is your idea of love. This is your mating call right here. That's what y'all looking for. That's what y'all looking for. That is what y'all are looking for, right there. This is, you take a good glance. That's what y'all are looking for. Y'all don't want the pick-me's at church who, oh, Lord, please send me a good husband who's going to take care of me and buy me a nice house and a Porsche Cayenne and buy me a nice Mercedes truck, and he's got a lot of money, and I want to be a good wife, and I want to give him all my love, and I want to cook for him and clean for him, and I want to give him all the loving that a good woman should give him. These women are literally in the church, and they're crying to God. God ain't even listening to that shit. And he's like, listen, you stupid idiots. I sent you good men, but you passed over them because you didn't like them for whatever reason. So now I'm not sending you nothing no more. And now you're getting old. You're 40 years old. You're single. You're childless. You're living in your daddy's attic. And meanwhile, the man that I sent you is so jaded now, who he doesn't like women, and now he's searching for Big Booty Keisha right here. That's what he's searching for. Because I seen what you guys are. I seen the last thing you dudes should be doing is putting some of your girlfriends on Facebook and Instagram. Because I seen them. This is what y'all chasing after. Big Booty Keisha. Chances are the hair's not real. It's a wig. Chances are that hair's not real. This is what y'all are chasing after. This right here is what y'all chasing after. You're chasing after Big Booty Keisha. That's what y'all. Oh, wait, nope, we can't show no more of that. Can't show no more of that one. So let's drop that one. Okay, so y'all are busy chasing after Big Booty Keisha. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to that video. Why the fuck are people calling me now? I'll talk to you in a minute. These people try to call me. Hold on, one second. Hello?
What's up, man?
Listen, are you on the road or are you somewhere? I'm gonna call you back.
Call me back.
Okay, yeah, I'll call you back. Hold on. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know why people be calling me and shit. So anyway, what was I saying? Let's get back to the video.
So miss me with this ghetto broke bullshit.
Ghetto broke. You hear
Miss me
up
with
right there. I'm gonna stop it right there. Ghetto broke bullshit. That's what y'all busy doing. Y'all busy looking for Big Booty Keisha. Ghetto broke bullshit. That's what y'all are doing. Dressing like fucking orangutans. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I don't want to insult the orangutan. Those are baboons. My fault. Dressing like baboons. Chasing after Big Booty Keisha because Big Booty Keisha likes her men looking like baboons. Understand this? This is the problem. Ghetto broke bullshit. Chasing after Big Booty Keisha because Big Booty Keisha wants a man that is dressed like a fucking baboon. That is what I'm talking about. That right there is what I'm talking about. Ghetto. Kevin Samuels, I have to quote for ghetto broke bullshit because I don't think I've ever stringed those three words together in that manner. Usually, I would say this broke ass ghetto shit, but I've never actually said personally, I've never said ghetto broke bullshit. I've never actually said that, so I guess I have to quote it. But that's what y'all doing. Y'all chasing Big Booty Keisha because Big Booty Keisha likes orangutan. I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. Big Booty Keisha likes baboon looking guys. That's what she goes at. That's what she likes because y'all got that drug money. That's what it is. You're busy selling weed. You're not at a fucking job. You're busy selling weed. That's what it is. That's all you can do. You fucked up in school. You didn't pay attention. You didn't do what the teachers told you. So now you gotta sell weed for a living.
They did it in the 50s and 60s and still got lynched. Bullshit.
Let me skip this shit.
You look to anything you want to. White boys don't have to cut their hair. Yes, they do.
Now, you know what's so funny about that? When it comes to this assimilation and nonconformity, look at the Army. The Army had all of these women who, now, first of all, let's just understand, because right now, there's a video right now where there's a chick crying and saying she doesn't want to go fight in Russia. Army girl crying Russia. There's a chick right now who all she basically did was she joined the Army. I don't know if I could find that video, but there was a dude talking about it a little while ago. His name was Tough Talk, I think it was. Wait. I'm gonna try to pull it up because I was watching him a little while ago. Here it is. Here it is right here. Female Army soldier doesn't want to fight, and this chick right here, she's on there crying because she doesn't want. She joined the Army. So it's not like this didn't come up. It's not like, they're like, oh, yeah, well, you joined in the Army, but you're not going to have to go fight nobody. No, excuse me. You joined the fucking Army. When you join the Army, you can expect to have to go fight Russians. Like, it's just that simple. But no, her thing is, oh, no. I just joined because I want the money. These women do that. They join the military because they're looking for all the welfare benefits. Here it is right here. It's called Tough Love. I'm not going to play any of it, but she said, I'm not going. Female Army soldier doesn't want to fight against Russia, and it's on Tough Love's channel. Now, my thing is, let's understand what's happening here. A lot of these people join the Army, and they thinking we're in peacetime forever. They think we're never going to have to fight nobody. These people want welfare checks, because the Army is the biggest monument to welfare ever. There's 3 monuments to welfare. Monuments. Public schools, the military, and prisons. Those are the 3 main monuments to socialist welfare in America. If you work at any of them, you're getting welfare, period. I'm sorry, you just are. They are the very definition of welfare. I'm not impugning soldiers by saying that. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of people who join the military because they want those benefits. There's a lot of them who are trans and they want those trans surgeries. And that's all they want. They don't want to fight nobody. They think that all they're going to do is go to the military. They're going to get yelled at by Sergeant Hartman and he's going to call them all kinds of names and that's it. And they think that the military is going to pay for their surgeries. That's all they want. They don't want to fight nobody. First of all, I'm too old to join. I can't even get drafted. I'm too old to get drafted. But let the military come to me and say, hey, John, we're going to give you an F-22 and plenty of bombs, and we want you to go over there and blow something up. Fuck that. I'm getting up from this computer. I'm going to get that F-22. We're going to go blow some shit up just for fun. But these dudes don't want to fight. All they in there for is that money. That's all it is. If you join the military, girl, hey, Shaniqua, if you join the military, girl, they going to pay for all your hair care, all your products, everything. All you got to join the military. They going to teach you how to shoot rifles. They going to teach you how to shoot a 9mm pistol. You're going to have a Glock hunt. You're going to have a Glock child. You're going to get a Glock. You're going to have a concealed carry permit. All they want is the money, and that's it. That's why you have so many of these women and so many transformers joining the military. Because that's all they want. They ain't trying to fight nothing. If they do get into a fight and they do survive it, that's all coincidental. They ain't trying to fight shit. And as soon as we get into a war with Russia, all of a sudden now they want out. It doesn't work that way, honey. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. So you can cry all you want. You better show up to that line. When they call your name, they be like, yes, Shaniqua Dawes, step forward. When they say that shit, you better be ready to fight. Because Russia, first of all, these Russians are fucked up. I heard that one of their tanks ran out of gas and shit. I'm like, hey, Vladimir, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all can't even shell and carpet bomb people right next door? What are y'all doing? But anyway, I don't even want to digress. I don't want to.
You don't see your managers with mohawks.
No, you don't.
And arm sleeves. Well, and if you want to give me the anecdotal, you sound just as foolish as the women you guys like me banging.
You hear what he said? He says you sound just as foolish as the women that you're likely sleeping with. Which women is he talking about? He's talking about Big Booty Keisha, the midget. Big Booty Keisha, the midget. You are busy banging up big booty. Y'all bragging about it on Instagram and Facebook. Y'all bragging about Big Booty Keisha, the midget. Oh yeah. I blew her back out. Yeah, no. You didn't blow her back out. Scoliosis blew her back out. Her back used to be longer, but now she has a curved spine. And you're talking about how you blew out Big Booty Keisha's back. And wait, I gotta go back to that. I'm sorry, I gotta go back to that. Where is it? Where's Big Booty Keisha? This is Big Booty Keisha. Now y'all up there bragging about how you blew out Big Booty Keisha's back. Y'all bragging about it. Turns out Big Booty Keisha's a midget, and y'all bragging about it. Yeah, I blew her back out. That's what y'all are doing. That's what y'all. This is what y'all are doing. Y'all ain't in no church. Y'all don't need no suits. You hate suits because y'all don't do anything formal. You don't go to church. You're bragging about how you don't take women out on dates because you got such a good mouthpiece, just like our buddy, what's that idiot's name? Recognized Game. So you're talking about your mouthpiece. You're bragging about how you don't go on dates. You don't go to church. You don't learn shit. You quoting the Bible because you're looking it up on fucking Google and you're quoting it from there. But y'all busy out chasing Big Booty Keisha, and y'all sound just as fucking dumb as she does. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. That's not me. That's what you're doing. Let me get back to Dr. Kevin Samuels from the Future video. Dr. Kevin. They're calling this guy Doctor because he was in a music video with Future.
Looking for the anecdotal and the extraneous. It is time for Black men to understand one thing and one thing alone. Your image is what was taken from you in D.W. Griffith's Birth of a Nation. This stuff has been well analyzed. It was taken from you by white America in Birth of a Nation in 1915. And then in the 80s, it was ripped from you by Alice Walker in The Color Purple.
Okay. Now, see, this is where there's some conjecture. Some people don't like this Color Purple analogy stuff. I didn't see the whole movie. I did see that movie when I was a kid, partially. I didn't pay attention to it because, hey, I had a Nintendo. I was like, fuck this. I'm going to go play Nintendo. I had Metroid. It was like, I ain't got time for no fucking Color Purple. I'm playing Super Mario Brothers. Bottom line is, he's absolutely right. Your image as Black men was stolen from you, and you're on soil that is not your own right now. Now, you can talk all that shit about, we built this country, blah, blah, blah. Bottom line is, this country is not for you. This country is just where you happen to be. Now, we've been making some serious progress. I mean, I'm a 40-year-old Black man who owns 2 houses, and I make $200,000 a year, and I've got a YouTube channel with money coming in. I could keep going. I could fly fucking planes. I can fly a fucking plane. I'm like the Tuskegee Airmen to some extent. They wouldn't even let them fly because they didn't want blacks in the service. We're making progress, but the problem is there seems to be some kind of disease or parasitism holding us back for some reason. Oh, please don't bring up this term about reparations. If you gave these people reparations, they'd end up in Mercedes, BMW, and Cadillac looking for Kwame to sell them their next car. If y'all got your reparations right now, y'all would be buying all types of shit. If I got reparations right now, chances are I'd be investing that into Amazon, Google, or Berkshire Hathaway. They're never going to give you reparations. Let me tell you something. If I was the white man, I wouldn't give it to you either. I really wouldn't. Because and even though you're saying, oh yeah, well, Truck, you're not going to get it either. Well, guess what? If I got it, I already know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to invest it into property or something, property or stocks that pay a dividend. You're going to take it. Hey, Kwame, you got that new GLB Mercedes? Yo, Kwame. And they're going to call Kwame from behind his desk. Kwame is used to selling old white people cars, but they're going to bring Kwame out just for your black ass. And they're going to take that whole reparations check from you. And that reparations check is going right back to Germany because y'all had to go out and buy some shitty BMW 3 Series. That sounds stupid. You had to buy some stupid BMW 3 Series because you wanted everybody on the road's going to know that I'm rolling on dubs. You're gonna buy some used rims. You're gonna have a BMW 3 Series on used rims. And you're gonna be rolling around right up until that thing has a problem, and then you're not gonna be able to afford to fix the engine. So, guys, you're not fooling nobody. We're not giving you're not getting a goddamn reparation. First of all, if they gave you reparations, it would come out of my pocket because I'm a fucking taxpayer. When you make $200,000 a year and you see them take over $30,000 away from you in taxes, that reparations, that ain't coming from. First of all, America's $30 trillion in debt. They ain't giving you shit. Okay, I'm going to just say it like that. Second of all, that's going to come out of my pocket for them to hand you money. That's going to almost certainly cause inflation. It's not going to happen. So stop waiting on it. Just stop.
And you've been fighting an image battle for the longest, young man. It's been going on before you were even alive. Be lucky that Cops isn't still on TV.
I do kind of think that's funny because I used to watch Cops all the time. That used to be like my favorite show. That and Real Stories at a Highway Patrol. The real shame about Cops is that when Cops came on, you almost never saw police shootings. Now you see a police shooting every single fucking day, and it's on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, totally uncensored. In fact, I was sharing a video today of this white cop who was shooting a white guy, and the white guy kept coming. Like this motherfucker, the cop was shooting right into the guy's chest, and the guy kept coming at him like the cop was shooting him with a water gun. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck is going on? But anyway, I digress.
Because when you leave this country, people think that we are. They don't know. They don't believe the Cosby Show exists. They believe we are NBA young boys.
When I leave this country, just like I've got a business class trip planned to go to Dubai and Maldives, guess what? When you see this nigga right here, guess what I'm going to be? I'm going to be on the plane sitting right next to that Arab sheikh. I'm going to be sitting right next to you can watch my show cuz I'm going to have the video for you. I'm going to pick the most Arab looking sheikh I can find. And I'm sitting right next to him, and we're going to be sipping champagne, and we're going to be talking all along that trip. Where's this video? I know I got it here. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I got a picture. I'm going to be on the plane, sitting right next to Ahmed, and me and Ahmed are going to be discussing oil futures. That's right. Hold on. I got to pull this picture. I got a picture of me gonna be sitting right now. Because if you watched my video that I made in Dubai, you probably remember I got into an argument with some Arab guy who said that the Galaxy phone was better than iPhone. So I decided he looked like a sheikh because he dresses like a sheikh because he wants people to respect him like a sheikh. So I didn't attack the dude. I just said, listen, you're wrong, blah, blah, blah. I got into a nice, fun argument. We walked away, gentlemen, handshakes all around. But I'm going to be on the plane right next to Ahmed, and me and Ahmed are going to be I don't think he's allowed to drink if he's Muslim, but the bottom line is me and Ahmed are going to be sitting on that plane chilling. Where's that photo? I know I got it here somewhere. It's here. Yeah, I took a lot of photos there, didn't I? Wait. Me and Ahmed. I know I got that photo here somewhere. I'm going to be sitting in business class next to some oil-rich Arab guy. And me and him, we're gonna be talking for 16 hours straight, talking about oil futures. That's all we're gonna be talking about. Because I'm gonna be like, hey Ahmed, how you doing? I'm an oil man too. Okay, I can't find that picture, but I'm gonna post it in my community chat later because I can't find it. Let me get back to Kevin Samuel.
And that ethnic image of that one street ethnic image goes with you everywhere.
Yep.
And it don't matter how nice you are. It don't matter all the shit y'all want to matter. And my last point is
all right, so let me stop it right real quick. Obviously, image matters. Now, this dude up here, Marvelous Opinion, this dude looks like he's got a bulletproof vest on. He looks like he's either a cop or a soldier. Now, he looks like he could be a corrections cop or soldier or something. But I'd like to just remind you that when you see a cop, your reaction to a police officer and his authority is based on your recognizing of the uniform. If you see an undercover cop, chances are you're not going to act the same way up until you see his badge and his gun. But when you see a uniformed police officer, you are culturally conditioned to respond to him a certain way. Well, the same thing goes for anybody wearing any suit. If an astronaut walked out with a spacesuit right now, you're going to look at him like, oh shit, you're an astronaut. You know, you're not going to just say, oh, you're some crazy ass dude with a fucking spacesuit. You're going to immediately believe that this person's an astronaut because he's wearing a fucking spacesuit. Same thing if you see a diver with a wetsuit and flip-flops, you're going to respond to him as if he's a diver with a wetsuit and flip-flops. You're like, oh shit, you out there trapping fish? What are you doing? But you're going to make the assumption that he's doing something based on what he's dressed like. That's just how it works. It's cultural conditioning. Let me go.
Be prepared to change your mind because it ain't working. There is no logical business, there's no logical outcome-minded reason to continue to fight this shit. This is about your ego. And
I'm going to stop it right there. You can watch the rest of this yourself. I'm going to stop it right there. I think I've made as many possible points as I can make about several different subjects, most of which were off topic. I think I've made as many points as I could possibly make. So now's the point where I'm supposed to drop the link and I'm supposed to let you motherfuckers come up here. So somebody's going to, if somebody wants to argue against what I've laid out, feel free to do so. If anything, I'm going to drop the link right now because I've kept you for an hour and 30 minutes rambling, but that's just how I do it. So I want you to stay on topic, please. We're talking about image, wearing suits. If you have a disagreement, you specifically, I'm pretty sure we want to hear from you. That's if you have a disagreement. Chances are I don't really probably have anybody disagreeing, but if you have a disagreement, when you step up into this shit, go for you. So, yeah, I ain't got no problem with that. So I just dropped, I just dropped the link. And I'm gonna fall back a little on the talking because I've already laid it out as much as I possibly could. But that's the bottom line, guys. It's like you have a choice about what you want people to see you as. A lot of you don't give a fuck about your image, and it shows. Y'all want to date Big Booty Keisha. Y'all can't even go out to dinner with Big Booty Keisha because she's busy shouting and shit. It's like she's louder than me. Y'all can't even go out to a decent dinner because you're dating trash. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. So that's just it. Okay, so that's where we are. That's where we are, guys. That's where we are. So however you feel about it, if you want to come up, now's the time to come up. And you better hurry the fuck up because I'm getting tired. It's 1 hour, 38 minutes in. I think I might end this in about 2 hours mark. We got about 66 people there. Ain't nobody gonna come up and argue because everything I said made perfect sense. As crazy as that shit sounded, it made perfect sense. So let's see. Philip says, I'm 20, have a business doing CA. Okay, good. Advice to young guys, stay in school, stay on social media. Goddamn right. Absolutely right. Somebody says Truck nails it again. Thank you. Okay, what's your advice to young guys in general, apart from the dressing? I've always had the same message. Get your credit right. Get your bank accounts, your holdings, whatever you've got right. Make sure you have a place to live, not in your mama's basement. Get your property, holdings, right? Even if you only have one house, that's enough to start. But basically you got to focus on yourself. And part of focusing on yourself is improving your image. If you look like me, you throw on that suit, you can apply for any job. And I don't even have to apply for a job. I've reached a point where I don't have to worry about that. Backwards pants like crisscross. So I don't even remember the backwards pants thing. But what I do remember is when I was younger, we went through a fad where these motherfuckers were wearing, they had baby pacifiers. I don't know. Does anybody remember that? I remember there was this whole fad with pacifiers. I remember there was a fad where dudes were walking around with all types of strings and shit hanging from themselves, like colored strings and stuff. Especially their book bags, like when we were in school. But my thing is, it's like, yo got to look better, man. Nobody, you can look at this man right here. You can't even say nothing negative about him. The guy's got a tailor cut suit, got the tie on, the single button. He's wearing it properly. You can't say nothing negative about this dude. Meanwhile, y'all want to walk out there looking like baboons. It's funny. I dropped the link and nobody showed up. So listen, if nobody's going to show up talking on this, then I'll end this shit because it's 1 hour, 41 minutes. You got until 2 hours, the mark. You got fucking 20. You got 19 minutes. So if you're going to pop in, you better do it. I dropped the link. Are there any women in here? Are there any females in here who want to say something to these young men who should be dressing properly in order? I don't know. Anybody? I really don't even know because I think I've talked so much. I think I ran out of blood. But whatever. It's like anybody. It looked like nobody's trying to pop up here. Look like nobody's trying to pop up. I guess, yeah, I understand because I'm right. I guess nobody's trying to pop up here. I don't know, but I've been told Eskimo beep is mighty cold. Nobody's trying to come up here. See, if this was a Mill Channel, you'd have about 100 people trying to tell him why he's wrong. But that's cool. That's cool. It's like anybody got a disagreement, come on up. I guess nobody got Angry Man just did a 3-hour stream on the suit. Was I angry? I don't know. Was he a positive or a negative about the suit? Young Jay, what this chick next to you, is she Asian? Because she looks Filipino or so. Is she Hispanic or Asian? What is that? What you got up in that picture, Young Jay? Who's that? This is what I'm talking about. Young Jay, he got it on the tropical island. That's where I'm going. I'm going to have a nice young chick serving me the buko juice. I've said it 100 times. I'm going to be doing it. When I say some shit, I'm going to make it happen. What is this, Young Jay? What you got up in there? What is she? Spanish? Is she Filipino? She Islander? Or is she, what is that? Young Jay he looks happy. He doesn't have big booty Keisha in the photo. Young Jay's got the Islander chick. What is this? Young Jay, where you at? Young Jay. Uh-oh. It says the one on the left. Oh, snap. This guy's got 2 of them. The one on the left is Dominican, and I didn't even know there was... Oh, what? Oh, snap. Yo, why is this chick showing us the coochie? I thought that was part of the sofa. I didn't even see it at first. The one on the left is Dominican. The other one is Black Haitian. Wow. Ooh, wow. That looks fun. That looks real fun. I got to go there. I would be a great student if you were my school teacher. Let me tell you something. If I was your school teacher, you'd probably be ignoring me most of the day while you got your phone out and you're on the phone. I would hope you'd be listening because, a lot of teachers, they don't get respect because these kids are so busy on fucking TikTok all day. Have you ever tried to help one of these kids do homework when they bring homework home? These kids don't learn shit in school because they're busy with their cell phone playing on fucking TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. It's crazy. I wish like they could shut them shits down. Oh, Young Jay says, I was on a yacht in the DR. That's what's up. I don't really do boats. I like planes, and I like the island life. I'm not crazy about boats. When I'm in Maldives, I might rent a boat. I don't know. I just don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see how we feel about it. Because God forbid, like if I'm with this chick and she gets seasick and she throws up because of the boat. It's like, I don't know. Let's see. Apart from schooling, y'all got to be optimistic and create businesses. Absolutely. Yes. Now listen. Most businesses fail. More than 65% of new businesses fail. We already understand that. For the guys who do get successful, you can build yourself up to a level where you can determine all of your do's and don'ts. The bottom line is most successful men, they will not walk into a corporate meeting. They will not walk into an office meeting. They will not walk into certain situations dressed down. Jeff Bezos, he can do whatever he wants. He's Jeff Bezos. Mark Zuckerberg can do whatever he wants. He's Mark Zuckerberg. Until you are on that level where we're talking about your ass and you're 1, 2, or number 3 or number 4, until you're on that level, you should be dressing the part to improve your image. Not only your image, but the image of other black men around you. I'm talking to the black men, but this could apply for anybody, white men too. But white men don't need to be told this. They do it. That's the sad thing about it. They do it. They do it, you don't. That's why they've gotten, you don't. Most men aren't in corporate. This has nothing to do with corporate. Here's the thing, Truth, and we're not talking about corporate. Listen, I understand there's jobs where a suit makes no sense at all. I'm just talking about in general. If you go out, you don't always got to dress like a goddamn hood rat. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you got to go to Costco or Walmart dressed like this. Hell no. No. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to the store, the mall, try dressing this way. Maybe you'll get a different reaction from women, especially if you're trying to talk to these chicks. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Truth is inside you. If you want to join, I already left the link down there. I'm going to do it one more time because nobody's joining up, but that's no big deal because I have talked myself tired. So it's up to you if you want to get in there. I got a phone call that I got to make, so I already know I'm going to end this shit in a minute. But that's just the reality, you know? That's just the reality. But me, listen, you already know how I do it. Black suits, blue suits, gray suits, whatever. It's like I dress the part when I go certain places. If I go out on a date, I'm dressing. And it's not even that hard. Do you know how long it takes me to throw on that suit? Even the suit that I have in this photo right here. Suit I got in this photo, black shirt, black tie, black suit, black pants, black shoes, black mask. It takes me like 5 minutes to throw this shit on. I can go anywhere. If I show up at your doorstep, you damn sure go open that door. You're gonna be like, yeah, I want to know what this black guy's selling out here. You know, I'm sorry, that's just what it is. Y'all wonder why people treat you like shit. They're gonna keep treating you bad. I'm sorry. They're gonna keep doing it. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. I dropped this link like several times. Nobody's popping up. So I guess all y'all doing is y'all focusing on the next dick pussy fucking panel. You know, that's what y'all want to do. Y'all don't want to talk about suit wearing. Y'all want to just get on a dick pussy conversation panel. So y'all just want to argue about Big Booty Keisha and the Manosphere. That's what y'all want to do. Y'all want to argue about Tony Sotomayor slapping hookers. Oh, look, it's Ramel. Oh, shit. I slapped this fucking link and you just came back. You gonna come up or what? All these dudes want to do is have dick pussy conversations. They're trying to shame, blame, and explain men out of suits or something. I've been talking for like an hour and fucking 50 minutes. I'm tired now. Come on. Oh, there he is. There's the man. There he is. Oh, man.
I'm a regular guy, but, you know, I will pull up.
Yeah, you pull up. All right. So, Ramil, Angry Man did this on his channel. I think Jessica X, who you claim is a fat, hairy white guy with a Macintosh computer from the 1980s with a voice box. She did it already on Tough Talk TV. What have you to say? I don't know how much you listen to me. You probably tuned out.
I haven't heard of much. I ain't gonna stunt.
Yeah, I know.
But he's probably still the same nonsense you were saying earlier. That you need a suit for this or this for that. Look, man, the new day and age do not need no suit for today's world to be successful. That's just the truth.
I'm not saying you need it to be successful.
What are
I'm
you
I'm
saying?
just saying that for certain occasions and for garnering certain attention positively, it helps. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that's a little different than what's been said, but I mean,
Okay.
and
Let me.
nobody disagrees. Nobody, I never said never wear a suit. I just say you don't need one for success.
What would you say if I said that maybe you do need it in order to have a successful mindset or the mentality of success? What would you say to that?
I'll say you're out of your mind.
I can say I'm out of my mind. Okay.
What does a suit have to do with your mentality for
It makes
success?
dude, it makes you act different.
It gives you superpowers or something?
Yes, it does. Yes, it gives you superpowers. Yes.
Look at these arguments, man. This is crazy.
It makes you think differently.
No, it does not.
It doesn't make it so you're saying that putting on a suit doesn't make you think or speak or act or do things any differently than not having it on.
You're still the same person, and now the mannerisms might change depending on the event.
There we go. How do your mannerisms change? Tell me. When you dress up and you become Ramil, aka suit wearer, how does your mannerisms change?
Well, look, I mean, common sense would say if you put on a suit, then it's not going to be a regular, everyday thing. So it's not just a suit that it's not the outfit that just changes. It's the mannerisms, the language, and
Tell me about
everything.
the mannerisms. Yes,
But
that's what I'm talking
in today's world, I'm just saying, if you're wearing a suit, you're probably going somewhere that requires different mannerisms in everyday life. So a lot of things change. But what I'm saying is that in today's world, a suit is not mandatory for success. It's not even. It's overhyped right now. You can overdress. People look at you as overdressed. I'm not saying it's not to have one. I got a couple pictures of me on this shit with suits, and this is before all this happened.
I've seen them, and then
So it's like, I'm telling you, a suit's not mandatory. It's not necessary for success in life in today's world.
Here's a personal question: how many suits do you own?
I think I got two. I haven't looked in that section in so long. I got a whole section in my closet with dress clothes, and I ain't been in that bitch in a minute. So I gotta go look.
Now, in fairness, it's like we're both business owners, and for people who don't know, Ramil's got Ramil Herbs and stuff. He can drop his links and this, that, and other. But my thing is, we're business owners. I just even I'll tell you this: even if I reached the height of Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos, I'd still dress this way. Just me. And granted, you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying, I would still dress that way. So every time that they get me on a news camera, every time that they show me, it's like I'm looking tight. Like everybody's gonna assume that my suit's $10 million suit or some shit like that.
Yeah, because you're looking for validation. That's why.
I don't. No. I don't really.
You just said if you get seen on TV and shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, because if I give it, listen, if you go on television and you look a certain
what's
way,
the chances of that happening?
What, me being on television?
Like you just walking down, yeah, you're saying it like that's not gonna be you just waiting on your moment. You just waiting on your.
Well, listen, there's things that I could do to get on television. I mean, there's lots of things you could do to get on television. You could run shit. You could run for public.
I understand that, but you said just in case I'm on television, so I don't know if you was saying like on accident or if you got plans to go on television.
All I'm saying is I just want to put my best foot forward. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm.
I'll put my best foot forward as well, and I don't need a suit to do that.
But I don't think you have any situations where you have to do it.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's not necessary for success. That's the only argument. It's not necessary. It's a tool. You can, but
okay.
But at the end of the day, in today's climate, in today's world, skills pay the bills.
How many employees do you have?
Depending on the situation. I right now I 1099. I'll 1099 a couple of people.
You 1099 a couple of people. So when you address them, I'm pretty sure. I guess you don't dress to impress them. You just
fuck no.
Yeah, of course you don't give a fuck. Okay.
For what?
I'm just
I working for me. The hell, they better dress to impress me.
Listen, when I roll up on a client, when I roll up on an employee, I look the same way I do in this photo right here. I didn't spend that much money.
Nigga, you do not. No. You need to get a different model, nigga.
No, I'm not talking about this nigga right here. I'm talking about me.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm talking about my suit, nigga. I'm not talking about J. Cool. in the photo. I'm not talking about this guy. I'm just saying. And even that guy, he's so sharp, you can't say nothing negative about this. This guy could work.
Who said something negative about it?
I'm saying, no, I didn't say you said anything. I'm just saying the guy is so sharp. This guy could work at the dry cleaners, and somebody's probably seeing him on the street offering him jobs. This guy could be doing nothing. He could be a Pookie. He could be a Ray Ray, and people gonna see him. They're gonna be like, "Yo, that's a sharp dude."
So they're gonna offer him a job off the street because you're wearing the suit. I get this suit so much power. So a nigga could put on the suit, walk down the street, and somebody gonna offer him a job. That's what you just said.
Telling you, it's true. Let me tell you something. When I drive,
what kind of jobs they gonna offer me if I walk down the street with a suit?
Well, I'll tell you this: I get offered jobs to be a bouncer all the time.
Okay, nigga.
I know. I get jobs for that shit. I get offered that shit all the time by
Really?
club owners. When I go to the club on a date. I get offered jobs all the time. All the time. I'm not even looking for jobs. Now, that's not the only one. I've also had people say, "Oh, you want to work in my office?" And I tell them, "Listen, I own my own business. It's like I'm not really looking for that, but thank you very much." And then I just leave it at that. But and they're looking for what is it called? Human resources. They're basically like I was explaining on this channel. Usually they'll hire a black guy who can code switch. And the reason why is because as soon as Pookie and Ray Ray walk into the doors of BMW, they're trying to sell that car to them. And they want to do it on a level where they know that these dudes are going to get max, and we're going to get them to spend all their money. And you smooth talk the shit out of them, and they'll walk away having driven some shit that they can't afford. So the bottom line is they always keep one of us around because we have the ability to code switch. Always.
Yeah, so a suit is not necessary for success.
Right.
And I know you was playing that panel over there. Kevin Samuels was on some whole shit. I can't. What about that behavior? What is your opinion on Kevin Samuels' behavior now that you went through this?
Okay, be very specific, and I will answer you specifically.
What do you think about him saying that's the problem? We both think we're men.
So you're saying that he said that the other dude is not a man?
Yes, he said the problem is we both think we're men.
Okay, I think that was insulting, and I don't think
there
he
we
should
go.
have said it. I don't think he should have said that.
I mean, I can go down the list of all the whole shit.
Go down the list. Go down the list. Go down the list.
Okay, what about when he wouldn't let him talk? The nigga, he only said 10 words, literally, and cut him off again.
Okay. Well, first of all, we already know how this shit on YouTube works.
It don't matter, dog. No. That he's a high. No. He's supposed to have the etiquette. This is a high class, the intelligentsia class.
Well,
you can't.
I've heard him say it before. He says the reason why he doesn't let dudes up here is because y'all don't know how.
No, I'm talking about him on the panel with other people.
Yeah,
he didn't let that other man talk. They didn't have it back and forth. He just kept talking and just left.
That's true. You're right. He didn't. I honestly
is that whole shit.
No, well, listen. When I looked at the entire thing, he barged right in, started talking.
Yeah, exactly. Was that whole shit? That's what I'm asking you, dog.
I think that was bad etiquette. Honestly, I think that was bad, and that was poor etiquette.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I'm just saying. Look, I understand if it's like me and you, we have my panels, but this is supposed to be the quote unquote educated class, the mannerism, etiquette. But then they move around. Like first thing he said when he came in, I mean, I gotta follow up on that shit.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you this. Like he claims he's a self-professed image consultant. I've heard a lot of people say that he hasn't graduated college. To one of the points,
no, he said it himself. He said it himself on DJ Vlad.
Okay, so he hasn't graduated college, but he's working as an image consultant. That's not a big deal because I know people who haven't graduated college, but they have corporate jobs.
I haven't graduated college, so that's not a.
Yeah, I like.
He didn't have to lie about that shit because he first said he graduated in chemical. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? That's one of the reasons why I did the show. I was like, he is STEM. Okay, you know what I mean?
What was he majored in?
He said he's in chemical engineer or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying. So my thing is, you say you graduate. You know that's part of the reason why I did the shit. Like he in STEM and all other shit. You know, but so yeah, shit funny.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, there were a number of things that he did that were obviously in poor etiquette on the panel. But the bottom line is he basically rolled in like, yo, listen, I'm Kevin Samuels and you're nobody and I can say whatever I want and that's it. And he's not trying to fight him. Just like when Nicki Minaj pulled up on him and she said whatever the fuck she want. You ain't gonna say
Wow,
shit.
Big
back.
Truck, you actually you can actually see reality. I thought you was lost in this. I thought you was part of the defense. You can
Do
see
you need a
reality.
suit to be a pimp?
Do I? Yes, you do. You need
No.
a neon.
No.
You need a neon purple. Okay,
No,
Ramel.
you don't need.
All right, hold on, Ramel. I'm gonna defer to you on this because I know you have some level of expertise in this. So I'm gonna let you talk about this.
No, you don't need a suit to do anything.
Yeah, but if you have a pink neon suit or an orange neon suit, you look like a high quality pimp.
That's that 70s.
Yeah, I know, but that shit is cool though.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Listen, and that's the problem. If a black man puts on a bright ass suit like that, the first thing everybody's going to think is they're going to think back to those blaxploitation movies, and they're going to be like, "Yo, are you a pimp?" And even if you're just a black man wearing just a nice suit, if that shit happens to be a neon color, everybody's gonna, they're gonna just assume, oh shit, this guy must be a pimp or some shit, or wanna be. It's cultural conditioning. No matter what it comes down to, it's all cultural conditioning.
Man,
But I still think you could dress regular,
When you say regular, what do you mean?
like casual dress down, but looking nice though, looking sharp.
I honestly, the casual dress down, looking sharp, I don't even know what the fuck that looks like, honestly.
you don't know what business casual means, Big Truck? Well, why do y'all act ignorant when it comes to like the words business casual? Y'all was doing that shit earlier. Like when people say business casual, y'all act like y'all know what it is. If they not wearing a suit, they're wearing baggy pants, a fitted cap, and K-Swiss.
Yeah, but even like, first of all, here in Manhattan, business casual might mean something different than it means where you are.
No,
because this business
it's like a
casual,
suit is the same thing where I'm at. Where you at?
I'm gonna pull up. I typed in the words business casual, and this is what comes up when I type business casual. You see this shit? This is what they mean when they say business casual. I want you to notice something, even with the women. They've got pants below their knees and their ankles or something. They've got all this cardigan sweater, dressed like Superman, look like Clark Kent. You got the suit jacket, the suit pants. It's like when we say business casual, this is how our dudes look walking up and down Wall Street. This is what business casual looks like. Now,
yes, that's business casual.
I honestly, yeah, but
now, of course, niggas gonna put their own style to it. Of course, niggas gonna put their own flavor to it. But yes,
True.
They all got suit jackets on.
No, they
you don't need a suit
Not
jacket.
all of them have suit jackets on, man. Stop it.
Most of them, except this guy in the
no, the bottom. Look, the second to the left, the third to the left, the sixth to the left.
Yeah, but he took his jacket off. He left it in the car.
Right. Okay, like I said, bro.
Just show up to a business meeting wearing a Palm Angels tracksuit.
All right, we got Raphael Williams. Different solutions to a common problem. Everyone can choose which solution applies to. Now, yeah, again, this is all about. It's all about your environment. It's just like I said earlier. If you're in space, you should have a spacesuit. If you're in diving, you should have a wetsuit. It's all environmental. But my thing is, and maybe I'm jaded because of where I work. Maybe that's what it is. We have to look professional for people to take us seriously, regardless. Because you got to understand, there's a lot of business deals that you could get that people might not trust you because they look at you and they be like, "Yeah, I don't trust this guy because I don't think he's professional."
There's people who might not give you a deal because you're wearing the suit.
That is true, but chances are they've got less money than the people who would give me the deal.
That's not true.
I've never run. I have to be perfectly honest. I've never run into that situation. Never.
How do you know?
Because every single
you never got turned down in your suit. You have 100% success rate.
I have 100% success rate because
the fuck out of here. That's impossible.
No, but listen, understand something. My clients come to me. It's not like
mean you get all. Don't mean they dog. So you have 100% success rate. You convert all your clients, all your prospects into clients.
They come to me.
That don't mean they can come to you for a consultation. I'm talking about you. They sign on board 100% of the time, nigga.
Well, no, but you got to understand, they're signing to buy property or rent property. Whenever they come to me, it's successful for me because I'm the one selling it.
I don't
That's
know.
not what I'm asking. I asked. You said you have 100% success rate. So 100% of the people who come to you sign on to what you're selling or what you're.
They're trying to get something I have. They're desperate.
So 100% of them buy.
100% of what I'm selling sells.
That you the best salesman ever.
I'm in New York doing real estate.
I never heard 100% success rate in any profession, in any part of any.
But see, listen, I think you have to understand the dynamic. I'm selling or renting, and people are desperately trying to get what I have. So yeah, if there's like 10 people, 9 of them aren't going to get it, but 1 of them will. I only care about selling it. I don't care how many people didn't get it. That's 100% success rate. Now, did I used to have 100% success rate? No. Back when I used to have to refinance people and I actually had to make calls, yeah, sometimes you'd have people say, oh, no, I'm not really interested, or I don't have the money right now, blah, blah, blah. But I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now that I have what you want. You're coming to me. I'm not going to you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for instance, right now.
I got it.
I think maybe we're just crossed on what the 100% is referring to. I'm selling something that you want. I'm renting something that you want. And you're desperate, not me. I'm not calling you. You're calling me. You understand? So that's what I mean by saying 100% success rate. But that's now. I'm not talking about the old days when I had to refinance people and I call you up and you'd be like, oh, yeah, I don't have the money and blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so back then, yeah, I wasn't 100% back then. But now, if I'm even talking to you, chances are I've got what you want. You know? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I got you. I get you.
So basically, I think you had mentioned one time, I think you had made a video and I think Kevin did some kind of response, but I think he did it really, really quietly or anything. He hasn't like personally said anything to you, right? Like he hasn't emailed you or nothing or texted you or nothing, right?
Who?
Kevin Samuels. He hasn't said nothing like,
oh, he been out.
Why are you dragging me? Like he hasn't said nothing about that, right?
Nah, hell no. He ain't even. Nah.
Oh, okay. Like he'd be like, Ramil, why are you dragging me about Nicki Minaj or whatever?
I might have blocked him. Shit, I don't know.
Might have blocked him.
I didn't want to talk to that nigga.
Oh, I see. Return of Black Kings.
It's just business. You know what I'm saying? It's just business. I'm be right back though. Give me like 2 minutes.
All right, cool. All right. Return of Black Kings. I put the link there. Most of these other dudes didn't want to join up because they knew what I was saying was truthful. So, nobody had too much pushback. So, Snow So Wavy. How many suits do you have in your closet?
I only got one.
Just one?
I spent $12,000 on a Louis Vuitton.
Why the fuck would you do that?
I just wanted to cash out.
Were you listening to me when I said this is the reason why they won't give black people reparations? Because all we'll do is we'll just burn all that we'll just burn the money. Let me tell you something.
I invested in their stocks, so it's not too crazy.
Oh my goodness! I think you should have more than just one suit. That whole designer suit thing, I'm not down with. Me personally, I'm not really down with that unless it's unless I really, really, really had to. But it's better to have a larger selection. So this way, if one of your suits is in the cleaners, you've got at least 2 more. But just one, you should have more than that.
One is good enough. I don't go to too much business meetings like that.
How many times do you go to church?
About 6 times.
What are you, a 7-day Adventist or something? Or a Jehovah's Witness?
Christian.
Oh, so you go to church 6 times a week?
Nah, not a week.
A month?
Probably like 6 times out of a couple months.
So you wear the same suit each time you go?
No. Hell no.
Because my thing, when I go, I dress the same way, but I rotate maybe 2 or 3 suits. I don't dress my whole wardrobe. I'm just saying. Return of Black Kings, what's up, man?
Oh, what's going on with you, big truck?
So where are you on this entire suit gate? Where are you on the suit gate apocalypse? Where are you on the spectrum?
I'm gonna tell you, like I told the British Guild, like I think a suit is absolutely unnecessary. I think it's completely unnecessary.
I was
And
listening to you earlier. I'm sorry to cut you, but I was listening to you earlier while you were on, I think it was Tough Talk, and you were saying about there was a job that you got, and she said that they took you despite the fact that you weren't formally dressed. Now, I was saying on my channel, it's like, you know what? They always hire at least one black person, either it's so that they can meet their quota, or it's because they need a nigga. Sometimes there's quotas. You got to remember, there's quotas. Let's not kid ourselves.
no,
Sometimes
we was actually it was actually like 5 other black dudes.
let me
We was
ask
all
how
black.
many they needed one of you, but let me ask what was the job type? What kind of job was it?
It was like door-to-door sales with like Charter, if I'm not mistaken. We had to try to like basically convince people to buy like cable and stuff. This was when I was like 18.
Cable. And here's a question. Was this neighborhood a dark neighborhood? Was this the type of neighborhood that white people
No,
hold
it
on.
was
Was this the type of neighborhood where white people might hire a black person to sell their product because white people do not feel safe coming into this neighborhood after about 6 p.m.? Was that the kind of
no,
neighborhood this was?
no, we they had sent us into more like upscale neighborhoods. And I ain't gonna lie, I did have a couple white people. They had like door cameras. I didn't know that was a
Yeah.
thing. They had door cameras. When they seen who it was at the door, they were like, "Oh shit!" They were like, "We don't want what you're selling." So that's why I kind of
Yeah,
like left that
after
job.
that whole Black Lives Matter thing, they're not sending me door to door in any white man's neighborhood. Fuck that shit. Not unless,
But nah, I was trying to tell her, in all seriousness, I was just basically telling her like the whole notion of a man needs a suit to get basic respect. I just that's out the window for me. And the only reason I say that is because of the young generation I'm in. Like you know everything digital for us. It's strictly technology. You can make money sitting on your ass and just running an online business. Like I was trying to tell her, and I wish she would have went on the website, petboutique.co, specialize in dog pillows and weird people who like wearing dog necklaces and stuff. I got you. But yeah, it's like you can do drop shipping. You don't need to wear a suit. You don't have to answer to nobody. You do everything on your own time. And what I was trying to tell her, even if a dude wears a suit, I said most people work average jobs, most people average people. So this whole notion of you have to wear a suit to get up somewhere, if most people not getting anywhere, the whole suit thing is kind of dumb. Now, I'm not saying don't wear you shouldn't have a suit, but I don't have a damn suit. I'm doing pretty damn good for myself.
you don't have any suits at all?
Nuh-uh. Don't have no need for one.
So here's a question. Do you go to church?
Not at all.
Of course not. Now,
I used to when I was younger, but
when was the last time you took a chick out on a date?
I took my girl out last Friday. We went to Applebee's.
Applebee's, god damn it.
Yeah. I love Applebee's. That well done T-bone steak shit. We country, bro. Like shit.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 22. Well, 23
okay.
now.
No, all right, yeah. So I'm not expecting you to spend that much money yet. But when you get older, it's like you want to go to a slightly nicer place. Like you want to take it to Red Lobster instead of spending $20.
Red Lobster is the worst. They are
listen,
terrible.
I'm from New York, and we like Red Lobster up here. We've got a Red Lobster every 5 miles.
What?
Yep. You can even check. You can check. We got the closest one near me is like 5 miles away, and it's in Westbury. And then there's another one a little bit further up, and it's in what is it called? Farmingdale. Now we keep our Red Lobsters around because it just so happens the hoes love it. They love Red Lobster.
I ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I got a couple of my homeboys keep telling me about some place called Ruth Chris. I ain't never heard of it, but they keep saying it's like an upscale place.
Dude, Ruth Chris is like $100 a person. It's like when you go to Ruth Chris,
$100 a person.
Yes, go online and look at Ruth Chris and Peter Luger's. If you look at either one of their menus, if you go up in Ruth Chris or Peter Luger's, number one, they demand that you pay in cash, and number two, you're talking about it could be $100 a person. Righteous, how are you? Righteous, how are you?
Yo.
Oh, okay. Just mute up until JoJo was saying something, and then I'll get to you. Okay. So yeah, JoJo, Ruth, just look at their online. The thing is like $40 for mashed potatoes. Ruth Crisp and Peter Luger's, man. You're talking about a date that's $200 for the average meal for two is like $200. Look it up. There's a Ruth Chris not far from me. It's in fact I used to work in that building a long time ago. It's at 666 Roosevelt Field. It's in Roosevelt Field Mall. In fact it's 600 Old Country Road. You can look it up. Jojo, you still there, right? Jojo.
He dropped off anyway.
There he is. Yeah, Ruth Chris, you're talking about like $200 for a date for two. That shit's expensive. A wizard. This isn't Black Quizzard, right? This is Wizard X. Okay, never. Righteous Philly, what you got to say, bro?
Man, I just wanted to let y'all know, man. A good mouthpiece.
Oh God,
you can get these bitches. You can just talk to them. You don't gotta spend no money on them.
Facts.
A good mouthpiece.
That's what I'm talking about.
These bitches are stupid out here. You talk to them, you gotta fuck their brain. You gotta let them know. You gotta have some money first, though. You gotta let them see that you actually got money, and then
how do you do that? How do you do that?
You pull up in that LV, that
Burberry. LV. What's the whoa, LV? What is that?
Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton makes cars.
Oh, we talking about cars. All right. Well, when we talking about cars, I got a Scat Pack and I got a Golf R. That's what I got. I don't need the cars though. I get outside and I just present myself, and then that's all you really need to have a good mouthpiece and spit the game.
Have a good mouthpiece. All
right. I think that's a waste of time.
You said that's a waste of time.
Yeah, when you reach a certain level, you're going to be practically spending 30% of your time trying to talk to women and whatnot.
But guess what? Really they pay up.
That's free. Talking is free last time I checked.
But you're wasting 30% of your time when you can be doing something else that can generate money, for example.
When they're generating money for you.
No, you get the bitches after you done getting money for the day. That's when you get at the bitches. There's money first, always. Always.
So your mouthpiece is enough to keep these women on the hook. That's what you're saying.
Of course.
Well, enough to fuck. I'm just trying to fuck. I'm not trying to do too much after that.
So she's gonna stick around because you've got a good mouthpiece and because you fuck, but she's not gonna cheat on you with any other dudes, right?
I'm just trying to pin them out.
Whatever these bitches do in their spare time. Last time I checked, none of us own a vagina. So we don't know what these bitches do whenever we're not around them. You got to chalk that up to the game. That's the game. But what you can get out of her while she in your presence, that's the only thing that matters. Whatever she do once you leave her company, that's that.
Well, what if all you're getting out of her is chlamydia?
Well, you got a nasty, dirty ass whore.
Yeah, but you get stuck with the chlamydia, and she goes back to Ray Ray.
You can't strap up? You don't want to strap up?
You do realize that just putting on a condom ain't enough. If you kiss one of these hoes, which you will, you'll get that shit all over your lips. You'll get herpes all over your lips.
I ain't kissing.
If you want to kiss them, if they look clean, you might want to kiss them, but you could always just kiss their neck.
You're saying that she's going to let you bang her out, but you're never going to kiss her at all. You're not sucking on those titties and nothing else.
When you got a good mouthpiece, when you got some good gear, when you pull up with that gear, when you got that gear, you can get them.
How much of your time do you spend on women, though?
All right, you know what? I'm going to allow you to show us your gear. Show us your gear.
All right, let's pull it out. First off, let's start off with this LV.
Nice.
Let's unravel it.
Okay.
Let's pull something out.
Here we go.
And I got them suits too, but you don't wear them unless I'm really going to a funeral.
No, right? I wear them for formal occasions all the time.
Let me show you. Yeah, well, I'm 34. I don't do that yet. You
40.
You gotta do that. Me, I know that the LV. I know once you pull out the LV on them.
Okay, that's a nice bag. Show me the suit.
All right, no, I ain't got the damn suit. I'm gonna show you.
What's in the bag?
I'm gonna show you something better than the suit.
Oh no! Wait! You got the bag, but what's in it?
I'm getting to it. Hold on. Let me get to it.
Okay.
Lord, please tell me homeboy not capping.
I don't know.
Okay. Right here. Let's look at this right here.
Wait a minute. Wait. You've got that bag full of what is that?
Look at this right here. Wait, I'm showing it to you. You see that?
What is it?
Is that for guns?
It looks like a holster.
You could put sunglasses. That's a $3,000 piece of leather that you put your sunglasses in.
So let me get this straight. You bought a gigantic fucking Louis Vuitton bag for a sunglass leather holster. Do you understand why the white man won't give us reparations? Do you understand?
Look at this right here, bro. When I throw on, I'm getting all the bitches.
What?
How much
Hey,
time do you
man,
spend on women
need
though?
you need to drip down some more on that.
How much time do you spend on women though?
What the fuck?
Not at all. I work probably 120 hours a week.
You work 120 hours a week and you spend money on Louis Vuitton?
Well, I got houses and I got cars, but yeah, that's
what cars you. What cars do you have?
I told you I got a 2015 Scat Pack that used to be
right, and the Golf R. I'm sorry.
by Shaquille O'Neal, and I got a 2019 7.5 Golf R, and I'm about to get a F Type in about 2 more months.
F Type Jaguar
convertible V8.
Oh, okay.
I already plotted it out. I'm already getting. But this is just my dressing room right here. So as y'all can check that out, this is just my dressing room. This is just my dressing room. Once you got the cars, you got a few cars, and all you need is clothes and a good mouthpiece. I'm saying a mouthpiece to get all these bitches. That's
so, yeah, I'm trying to understand, why did Louis Vuitton give you a gigantic suit bag for a sunglass holster?
Because this shit costs $3,000. That's why.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Because it costs $3,000. So that's what they send it to you in.
But why would
you
you
ain't lying? Go on Louis Vuitton.
But dude, do you understand where I'm getting to? Do you understand this is why they'll never give us reparations? Why are you spending $3,000 on a sunglass holster though?
Because can I take this money with me when I die?
Do you have children?
I got 2. Yes.
Do you intend on your children being left with like money?
I got one house that's paid for right now that I'm living in right now, and I'm about to buy the house in less than a month. I'm about to buy another house in less than a month. So that's
do your kids go to public school or private school?
They go to Catholic private school.
Oh, okay, that's good. All right, well, all right. So you ain't starving them. All right, that's good. That's good.
I'm not starving them, but the
salute to you.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Because I thought if you had said they go to public school, I was gonna let you have it.
Nah, they go to private school.
I was gonna let you.
Sneakers, the Louis Vuitton shit.
Yo, better not be knockoffs, eh?
That's what the bitches like, though. They like a good mouthpiece, but you got to back it up with some clothes and a mouth. That's all I wanted to add to the conversation.
Just make sure it's not knockoff.
Well,
from the Louis store.
That might be you, but that's not me.
Hell no. I don't play knockoff games.
That might be you, but that's not me, bro.
All right. Well, I ain't not. Listen, if you got stuff together, that's cool. I'm not shaming, blaming, and explaining nothing. So
And the thing is, though, I bought this crib right now, three bed, two bath. I bought this joint for what, $38,000 off of auction.
What state are you in?
I'm in Philly.
Auction?
Yeah, but that place is a goddamn fucking shootout waiting to happen. Like, did you bulletproof the house?
You see my big ass dog? I'm renting it out. I'm about to rent it out. I'm moving out.
Oh, okay, yeah. Get the hell out of there as soon as possible.
But you see, I got a big ass dog, right?
There's a fuckload of boxes down there. Are you working for Amazon?
No, I'm about to move out, bro. I'm about to move all this shit out. I'm about to move out.
All right. Okay, all right. Okay, so you moving to another state or?
No, I'm just moving up to Cheltenham.
$38,000 for a house? They have those?
He said it was like a foreclosure, right?
Yep, it was like an auction abandon foreclosure joint. They left, and then guess what? You got a man up, and I fixed this whole joint up myself. Like I said,
that's a brilliant idea.
It's worth what? It's worth 90 right now. I could sell it right now for 90, but no, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna rent it out to my niece. My niece wanted it. I'm gonna rent it out to my niece. I'm gonna get only a little 800 from her just because she cool. That's my niece, and I'm just gonna keep it in the family. I give it to my son, whatever. But I'm just keeping on that.
And if that area is gentrified, eventually it's going to triple in value.
Well, I ain't worried about all that. I'm just worried about what I'm doing right now, and that's getting money.
Salute to you. That's a really good, actually.
Getting money, but like I said, all you need is a mouthpiece, some clothes, some good gear, some Burberry shit. I got Burberry shit. I got all this Bape shit. I got all this Bape shit, all this Louis shit.
So wait, here's another question. Are you married?
No, my baby. I'm not marrying her. I'm good.
Why?
Because it's better off just for me to stay single.
No, but listen, if you got the mouthpiece to get her to have your kids, then you should be able to marry her.
I don't want to marry. Why would I want to marry her?
Because you can control her. You got the mouthpiece.
Maybe one day in the future. Right now, but she older than me too.
Now, I don't know how long you were watching. Are you with a big booty Keisha?
I am.
You are. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that explains everything right there. So I'm done with the questions. I'm done. Oh shit! It's Sir Ism. Look at this guy. Let me drop the link to Sir Ism.
Let me tell you something real quick. Before when I became a nurse when I was 21. Like I said, I'm 33 right now. I became a nurse when I was 21. My baby mom, she was the scheduling coordinator at the nursing agency that I got a job at one of the nursing agencies I got a job with. So she put me on to all the easy shit where I just sleep all night with all the half dead patients.
What the fuck?
I'm asleep the whole night.
This guy's ruthless.
Wake up, I do a little this, a little that, and that's that. I'm getting 8 stacks every 2 weeks. 8 stacks every 2 weeks, bro. 128 hours. I'm sleep half those hours.
All right, man. Listen, if it works, man, I can't argue.
Life is good.
As long as it's working, I can't argue.
Big Chuck, I have a question for you. Would you make similar moves if you could buy a property, like let's say somewhere in New York is Harlem still dangerous? Like in Harlem, would you still do that?
Harlem's been gentrified. Harlem's so white at this point that it's like you can park a Dodge Charger there and it doesn't get destroyed and stolen.
Hold on. Y'all see me? See me, right? I'm not worried about nobody or nothing. I'm not worried about nobody being tough or whatever it is. It's whatever, bro. Somebody want to get tough with me.
All right, we got the ARs. All right. You're in the company of AR friends.
Damn, bro.
We're AR friends. We're all AR friends around here.
I got one too.
Mike got here. You got
that shotgun?
Mossberg shotgun. Yeah.
Got plenty of joints. Where the rest of them at? I can't even find the rest of them.
Well, you live in Philly, so I know you got to be armed.
The rest of them downstairs, so you know.
Okay.
Cameras and everything, right?
Anybody get tough? It's whatever, bro. Anybody get tough? And we got these 30 rounds.
Oh shit! Damn.
Now you mean to tell me with as much crime and shit as Philly's got that they still let that shit be legal? Because here in New York, we got less crime than y'all do, and our stuff up here is not legal like that anymore.
They carjacking something crazy in Philly. They carjacking. That's what they do in Philly now.
Here in California, I got myself one of those, but it was on Freedom Week.
You have a perfect car where you need to be armed. That Dodge Charger. Nobody's trying to steal that Golf R, but they'll try to take that Charger from you.
I'll tell you right now, that German quality, I like the Golf R better than the Scat Pack.
They don't. They want that Scat Pack because that's the nigga car right now. They want that car.
Well, my Scat Pack just sit in the driveway up northeast. My baby mom, she got a crib up northeast. I got this crib down north, and we about to buy another crib out in the suburbs, and that's where we're going to settle down and raise our kids. I don't know about getting married. Maybe yeah, maybe no. We gonna see.
Do you plan on having another baby, moms?
Yeah, definitely. My baby mom got 10 years on me. She got 10 years on me, so.
Oh shit.
That coochie fire.
Wait. She got 10 years on you. That means she's older than you by 10 or she's younger than you by 10?
Older.
10 on me. I told you.
Why are you sleeping with these old women though?
Because I told you she was the scheduling coordinator. I was 21 when I got with her. 21.
Oh, so she got you a job and then she used you for your penis.
She ain't really get me the job. Once I got the job, I got my way into where it was good and sweet at where, I can just do wherever and do whatever. And I got the best, sweetest gigs. So got the money flowing in. When the Keisha got the money, she set you up right with the money. Then you got the easy money. It's whatever, bro. So, I'm just strapped out here. I got the bread. I got the straps. It's whatever. It's whatever, bro. I got too many. I got too many straps right now, bro.
All right.
I got too many. I got this is my little
who are you fighting with that? Paul Revere?
No, this is my little drink when I go walk my dog. Just take it outside with me. This is my little 40.
You going after Abraham Lincoln with that shit?
I'm going after everybody. I got so many joints, it's crazy. I got so many joints, though, it's crazy. Look. I got so many.
Man, bro, you got an arsenal, man.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. This that Snow White TP9. TP9
Oh wow, nice.
limited edition, man.
Very
Limited
nice.
edition. Too many joints. So you can be in the hood. I fixed up this whole crib from nothing, bro. Nothing.
Okay. All right. All right.
So when you go hard, you got a good mouthpiece. You can do what you want, and you can fuck these Keishas, and you can even let them have your kids, cause she take care of my kids, and I just let her drive the Golf R, and that's that.
Yeah, I kind of avoid the big booty quiches, but yeah, because it's like I ain't trying to deal with all that. It's too much baggage. It's just too much baggage for me. Huh? No, I'm good.
Good mouthpiece, some good gear. It's whatever.
I'm good. All right. Oh, he left. Oh, there he goes.
John likes some Asians, man.
I'm sorry?
You like them Asian women.
Well, yeah, among others, but definitely. But I don't mess with women who want me for reasons that I wouldn't want a woman wanting me for. You know?
Money?
No, I don't want chicks who I don't want low value chicks who, you know, who are just I don't want gold diggers. You know, see the problem is if you look for gold diggers, you're gonna find one. I don't want that.
Oh, you want a decent one, you know, like a.
You need those women that have goals in life, who want to get somewhere in life.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, John, I live here in California, and you know, I'm getting a 1911. Although I gotta wait 30 days, man.
Kimber?
It's Springfield. I got it special.
Yeah, I'm kind of partial to Kimber myself, but yeah, Springfield's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. It's my first pistol, so you know I already have an AR-15. You know. So.
Yeah, I know. You showed us last time.
When you're moving, how do you move with a gun? Like, let's say, to a different state. How does that work?
Depends on the state.
Some states have reciprocity, some don't. New York is a state that you ain't coming to with certain guns unless you have, unless you're like a former cop or something. It's very difficult. I gotta give a shout out to Yarmir Ugari. I live in New Jersey. You're not allowed to defend yourself and your children and family. That's crazy. Yeah, you know, New Jersey. I could never see myself living there, and it's sad because we actually have a house there, and I'm not interested in. It's a nice house, but I'm not interested in moving there because I can't bring my weapons. So to hell with that shit.
I heard Hoboken's pretty dangerous, or I don't know. Like I heard Jersey in general is dangerous.
Miami looks like a nice area. I'm thinking about those further south.
When you talk about Jersey being dangerous, you're pretty much talking about like Camden, New Jersey, and anywhere like around it. But most parts of New Jersey aren't really that bad. It just depends what the area is. Certain parts of New Jersey, you don't want to be there at dark. You just don't want to be there when it gets dark.
Gotcha. I know about Hoboken though. Seems nice. I mean, it's in front of like New York City, you know, like where you're at, you know.
Well, you know, I mean, New York has extremely tough gun control, but it doesn't stop criminals. So what ends up happening is you have criminals that will kill other people, and nobody could stop them because they're the only ones armed. You know.
I heard crime has spread in like upper, like the rich part of New York. So now, like even investment bankers are telling
like Long Island.
Yeah, they're telling their bankers to dress casually to avoid being a target.
Crime has spread everywhere. That's like it.
Even here in California, man. I'm telling you,
crime is everywhere. You know,
I live in San Diego, and in like East San Diego, there's a lot of like gang violence right now. Yeah, crime has spread just about everywhere. Like, there's almost no place that goes untouched. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. It's absolutely crazy. And the sad thing is, we have this catch and release policy where we keep letting Pookie and Ray Ray go after they get caught doing some shit. Like, you know, it's madness.
Yeah, I've heard of those things, like especially like those homeless people. They're the ones that are doing the attacks on the Asians and whatnot. And like it's very scary. I heard like this woman pushed on the train track because of this guy. No.
Let me tell you something. Like that's always worried me. The possibility of somebody trying to run up on me and try to push me on a track just because they fucking crazy. It's like, man, first of all, I don't leave myself in the open, so I don't stand next to the goddamn tracks when the train's coming. But man, if one of these motherfuckers ever did that shit to me, that'll be the day that I'm on the news for killing somebody. That right there. That right there would put me right in court. Because I would literally beat somebody to death for that shit. Literally.
Here in California, they're kind of strict about that too.
We need state hospitals back.
You need a what?
State hospitals, like
asylums. No, the proper term is asylums. We need asylums back.
Oh, we need asylums back.
Yes.
You know what sucks about here, John, is in San Francisco, over there, like people, you can get away with stealing a lot of shit. There's even this guy who, there was a group of dudes who went to like a Louis Vuitton store and they stole a lot of shit and they got away with it.
Yeah. Because, what do they call it? They call those flash robberies, flash mob robberies. It's almost impossible to stop that from happening because basically you got a lot of people who coordinate on the cell phones and whatnot to do.
Well, not just the Louis stores, even the pharmacies like the CVS will go out and they'll get like condoms or like they'll get just random shit and just walk out like nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? Every store basically deals with shrink, they call it. That's petty theft. All stores have a shrink budget, and not only that, they also have insurance to help them recoup that. But I'm talking about when these people are like armed robbery against stores and stuff. That's on another level,
Yeah.
But that's just basically about it. So here's a question: does anybody else have anything to say on the topic? Because I'm getting ready to shut down because it is 8:36. So does anybody else have anything they wanted to say on the topic?
Yes, I want to say something.
What would you like to say? Go ahead.
Got to make another video, John, about the Russia, like what your predictions are, man. I mean, obviously, I've seen the one from the stock market.
The Russians, this is totally off topic, but the Russians, man, I really expected them to be doing a whole lot more than they're doing, man. These guys are jokes. It's almost like they had no plan to invade Ukraine. It's like these guys just said, "Hey, everybody, let's go invade Ukraine," and they just jumped on the fucking caravan and they just went. It's like they got tanks running out of gas. They're firing like
it's embarrassing.
They're saying that a lot of these Soviet era jets,
they're teenagers.
They're saying that these things are crashing and killing their own pilots. They're saying these things are flying coffins, and a lot of this Russian equipment is garbage. And I'm telling you, these guys, man, these guys are a joke. Like, I know they got nuclear weapons, but now I'm starting to wonder how many of them work.
Do you think there are any investment opportunities, like particularly in Russia, after this, like whether it's in the energy or anything else?
I was thinking about making a video about stocks to invest in Russia, but right now that's a terrible idea simply because we're fucking putting these sanctions that we're doing are basically making it so that anything you'd want to invest in, you can't be sure that you'll even have your money the next day. So it doesn't make sense to invest in Russia.
Plus, their currency is like super garbage.
No, right now, basically, it makes more sense to invest in Ukraine. It doesn't. That's like crazy.
I don't think China is any better though, because like imagine the military equipment that Russia has. You got to remember that China depends on Russian-made weapons.
China builds its own weapons. China builds weapons that look like Russian-made weapons. China makes its own weapons because this way they have an edge. And if anybody ever if anybody ever got their hands on the Russian weapon, they wouldn't know what the same specs are for the Chinese weapon.
But they haven't even tested the nuclear weapon so far. Like the Chinese, I haven't seen a single video yet of, because there's leaks out there, that kind of thing.
I think some of the testing that they do, I think they may do either underground or whatnot. But the thing about it is China, I believe that China's got weapons that work. I'll say it like that. Now, as far as Russia, I don't believe they got weapons. A lot of this shit, I don't understand how the fuck do you invade a neighbor and you lose 3,500 troops. Now, granted, that could be a propaganda number, but right now they're not impressing me. I thought Russia was going to roll Ukraine over. I really did. I thought by now Ukraine would be a crater.
But they met some with the objective. They got the Donbass region already. They got Eastern Ukraine. So.
I have no idea what their objectives are.
I heard Belarus is sending like 10,000 troops
to fight Russia.
No, to fight Ukraine. They're joining Russia.
Right. So my thing is, I don't know. Like I hear a lot of propaganda and shit. I don't know what's true, what's not. But right now, if what I'm hearing is true, I am not impressed by Russia that much.
But I think that a lot of the modern equipment that the Russia has, I think that they're saving those for like last minute, or I don't know, like
Nah,
North,
listen, when
North
you when
Korea
you
has one of the best weapons out there.
when you attack somebody, you use your best. It's like this shit about 3,000 plus troops dying within like 4 fucking days. That's stupid.
Unacceptable.
that's a lot.
Yeah, I think some parts are fake because when you think about like
It has to be.
a lot of it seems like a smoke screen. To be frank, that's what I'm thinking. Like
I can't see how they could have lost 3,500.
You also got to remember that
That doesn't make
the
sense.
Chechens are joining them too.
Yeah, well, the Chechens, listen, if the Chechens run out there and don't know how to fight and they get themselves killed, that's different. But they're actively saying that Russia's lost over 3,500 troops. That shit doesn't make sense to me.
And like, how poor of a strategy is this? Just in people who are untrained to fight Russia. That that's just asking.
They even say that they're teenagers, like the Russian conscripts. That's what.
Well,
they're saying.
we know that they hire a lot of soldiers that are young. We know that the soldiers are probably going to end up being between 18 and 30. But my thing is, I don't know what's going on over there, and I don't know who to believe because all of the media who's anti-Russian is going to report propaganda. All of the media that's pro-Russian, which you don't hear from, is going to report their own propaganda. So I really don't know who to believe.
I think that's RT, but like I've been looking at Fox News, Newsmax, CNN, and all of them are anti-Russia. So you're just getting.
I watch Wyone, and to tell you the truth, when it comes down to Fox, I honestly don't know because I have to wonder if Fox News is more anti-Russia or anti-Biden. I really have to wonder.
I would say both. Like it's just anti.
But see, that's the problem. When you're in a war, you can't be both.
Yeah, you can't be both. You got to pick a side.
You either have to be behind your president or behind the other guy.
Well, essentially, they're saying he's too soft. They're basically asking
He's
for
weak.
more action. Yeah.
Biden's pretty weak.
More aggression in the sense, which
my thing is more aggression only gets you World War III. That's what I don't think Biden's trying to do that. I hope he's not. But that's just where we are. You don't even know who to believe anymore. I watch Indian news. I watch Wyone, WION. And the Indians, to some extent, are anti-Russian. You can almost see it, but they report basically the same thing I hear on mainstream media, and I don't trust mainstream media at all. So,
What happened, though, is I feel like the Europeans didn't want to get too much involved with this because it's like, well, for them, because they're right next door and because Russia gives them gas and that kind of thing, so they kind of depend on that.
The more they hurt Russia, the more they're going to hurt themselves in the long run. That's
I have one prediction because after seeing with all the tech companies ganging up on Russia and whatnot, I think we're going to see more countries head towards more of a nationalistic policy where they're going to go more inward because as you're seeing with the all this global action against Russia, I think is going to make some countries recognize that this is a bit too much. It's if it's a bit too much. I think. I think
the Putin regime will fall, man. I think that if it gets to a point, because right now in Moscow they're even protesting because they can't use Apple Pay or Google Pay at the metro or that kind of thing.
So imagine if other adversary countries are realizing this, and also allies are realizing if they go against the grain, they might face similar consequences. So I think there's going to be more advocacy for isolationistic policies. That's my personal thought. I could be wrong though.
Let me tell you something. Right now, I think Putin needs to just back down and get his troops, the ones that are still alive. I think he needs to hurry up and get them the hell out of there. Because if he couldn't flatten the Ukraine by now, then something's wrong. Because you're talking about a war that should have taken like 3 days.
Something's not right. Obviously,
something's not right there. Something is not right.
Yeah, according to their Wikipedia, so far in Ukraine, like 4.6 thousand have died, while on Russia it's 5.7 thousand. So those numbers were updated.
They're kind of similar, but that's still a lot.
I remember before it was like those numbers recently changed.
Let me tell you something. If I I'm not in charge, but and I hate the armchair quarterback, but if it was me and I was Putin up against Ukraine, man, we'd be shelling them day and night. I'd have my artillery in Russia firing long-range shells, missiles, whatever I got. Air raids, air strikes every day. It's like
UAVs.
I'd hit you so hard you'd be afraid to walk outside. Like my thing is, I don't know what they're doing over there. And from what I'm hearing, they're saying a lot of that Russian shit don't work. They're saying a lot of their weapons are duds. And maybe that's true. I don't know. Maybe they're projecting strength, but they're not really strong. I don't know. I really don't know.
We don't know yet. We'd have to see what happens.
If I was in charge of that kind of military, Ukraine would be a smoking hole right now. So if you couldn't get that done in your own backyard, there's something wrong.
They haven't even they haven't even conquered Kiev yet, man, and it's been a couple days already.
That they know that supposedly they're saying that the Russian military is getting ready for major medical evacuations. They know if they go into Kiev, then people are going to fight them every inch.
They're going to kill them.
They're gonna, like that guy Zelensky or whatever his name is.
Vladimir Zelensky.
Yeah, Zelensky is not getting taken alive. Like they know if they go in there, see, the question is this an invasion to remove the people in power, or is this just an offensive to
But here's what will make Russia pissed off too is because, Ukraine, that Zelensky guy has signed a petition to enter the European Union. And if the European Union approves that entry for Ukraine or that membership status, I think that'll be like game over for some way, and Putin will just turn to the nukes, which is kind of a bad idea.
I don't think his own forces would allow him to use nuclear weapons.
They'd kill him.
They'd do a fucking coup because they'd be like, nah, dude, you're out of your fucking mind. We're not doing that.
They'll have him step down.
Well, they say he's worth $100 billion. So
guess what? We can kill him, and we'll have another guy worth $100 billion.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much of an industry he controls.
History is repeating. This is going to be like the 90s, because you got to remember that in the 90s when the Soviet Union collapsed, like the late 90s, I think one of them, was it Mikhail Gorbachev that had to step down, or
yes,
yeah,
he had to step down. Keep in mind, you remember what caused that, right?
Yes, the collapse of the Soviet Union.
No, but what caused it? Ultimately, it was Chernobyl. And that Chernobyl happened in Ukraine. So the Ukraine is technically the birthplace of Russia because Russia was technically born in Kiev, and Ukraine also brought the motherfuckers down from the Soviet Union because when Chernobyl went down, the Soviet Union basically went bankrupt trying to clean that up.
Went under, yeah.
So it would be a damn shame if the birthplace of Russia is actually where it dies, And that's part of the reason why Putin wasn't going to let NATO just come into the Ukraine, because how does that look for this place? Ukraine is basically Russia. I mean, it used to be Soviet freaking Ukraine all that time.
But now it's Russian Federation.
Yeah, they're not going to let NATO just go up in there and put missiles and shit in there. They're not going to do that. And I totally understand why they wouldn't do it. I'm not going to let you put fucking missiles in my backyard aimed at me.
But there's another issue, John. What if Russia loses more territory than it already has to gain?
Then I guess they go lose more. I guess they just go lose more because there's nothing that can be done at this point.
Yeah, because you got to remember that Russia has a very small population compared to China, and the mass of what Russia has is like 3 times bigger than the United States. So imagine with all that land.
Russia's half our population, though. That's
a worry. Yeah.
See, they're not worried. We're not going there to invade them. They're not worried about that.
No. But what you'll have is if this Putin regime goes under, you'll have these other Russian Federation republics or oblasts, whatever, that'll want to declare independence. That'll probably happen too.
Oh, definitely, absolutely. First of all, especially after COVID bankrupted them fucking countries, they all want to be on NATO's good side, because the problem is America's already showing you that all they got to do is coordinate with everybody else, and all of a sudden now you're bankrupt. Or they got Russian people lined up looking to get to their ATMs to get their money out, and they may not be able to get their money out. I feel like, honestly, I just hope this doesn't escalate more, because bankrupting a country, that's the kind of shit that gets you into a world war.
Like Venezuela or like Iran.
Exactly. Yeah. I talk about Venezuela all the time.
Germany was basically, that was one of them.
Exactly. That's what pushed Germany to fight back as hard as they did. That's also what pushed Japan to invade Pearl Harbor and blow up Pearl Harbor. That's exactly what pushed them. So my thing is, I hope they don't escalate. because it would be an ugly situation, and then the Russian people don't deserve to go down. But the problem is, you really don't know who to believe on what. Have you noticed they haven't even said why Putin did this? They didn't even say that because you're not going to hear it from the other side. You're not going to hear anything from the other side. Everything you're fed at this point is propaganda from one side.
We all know why he did it, though. At
We
the end,
don't
let's
know.
be honest.
We don't know. That's the problem. We don't know.
We can only assume. Well,
You're
yes.
assuming. That's not knowing.
But let's be logical here. Obviously, this Putin guy, he took Crimea in 2014, and I really assumed that afterwards he would get the whole Ukraine. Obviously, he didn't do it overnight until now, which he's trying to do, which I think he's failing miserably at this point because he's not capturing Kiev.
Well, if you read into that whole situation, more and more you're hearing about the fact that supposedly America was funding Nazis. And we overthrew in 2014, they had a different president who was pro-Russian, and we helped overthrow him. And ever since 2014, you've been hearing more and more and more and more about Russia. And the Crimean annexation, there's supposedly that was done to protect ethnic Russians who were being supposedly discriminated against or assaulted by these Ukrainians.
And they asked for peacekeeping by Russia.
Because this whole thing about this brigade in Ukraine that's neo-Nazis and shit, supposedly that ain't fake. And
I'm pretty sure.
Kept saying, yeah, I'm going to war with Nazis. He kept saying it.
Well, you got to remember is that Ukraine has always been divided because you got to remember that the Ukrainians back in the Soviet era invited, obviously it was part of the, Soviet Union, but it invited the ethnic Russians to stay in eastern Ukraine, and they established themselves there. And like West Ukraine was like more Ukrainian, and Eastern Ukraine was more Russian. Well, by ethnically,
Yeah, I mean, Russia has a very, very checkered past, and there's a lot of different families, and there's a lot of different oligarchs that all came under one rule. So yeah, they're gonna have problems. They're going to have problems, but I got to say, I really expected more out of them than this bullshit. I thought they were going to roll I really thought they were going to roll Ukraine over.
Overnight.
I thought just by the size of their forces and by the technology.
Within hours, they were going to take over.
I thought that they were going to have Ukraine in a week. That's what I thought. But supposedly they're not up to snuff. And they act like the soldiers themselves are demoralized. They don't want to be fighting. That's what they really make it sound like. They make it sound like the soldiers don't want to be there, which I totally understand if they don't, because they're saying that they
were drafted, they were forced. Yeah,
I suppose, but I don't know, guys. So listen, we've been running, and I would like if I do a Russia stream, if I do a talk about Russia,
you should.
I would do that. I'll wait until there's a major event occurring.
Whenever the shit ends, or whenever there's like a huge news about it.
Supposedly, Japan has sanctioned Russia specifically.
Everybody has sanctioned Russia.
Everybody's sanctioned Russia. You can't buy a fucking ruble right now. Everybody's sanctioned Russia. And that it's always a dangerous thing to isolate a country like that, especially if you're talking about a nuclear arm, But that's just what it is. I'll wait until something major develops, and then I'll make a live stream about it. Because I've known there's a lot of armchair quarterbacking going on. There's no a lot of the information we're being fed is not true, and there's a lot of.
It's a lot like playing chess.
I suppose it's playing chess, but you don't have all the information though. You really don't. And at this point, Putin better be careful because they might try to overthrow his ass. And if they don't try to overthrow him, they might he might end up like Gaddafi. He might end up with a knife up his asshole.
It might happen because it seems more probable because those sanctions are starting to take some good effect. So it could be within a couple hours that people start getting tired of it and they probably overthrow him.
That's the thing, yeah. It's somebody said in the
we
chat.
Don't know.
It's more like playing poker than chess, but I always liken it to chess. But chess and poker are extremely cerebral games. It's just I never learned to play poker. I know how to play the shit out of some chess though. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me, and thank you for all of the contributors. I hope I entertained you tonight with my little diatribe and with our guests. I hope y'all got some entertainment. So I am about to shut down.
No
and
problem, John. Take
I
care.
don't
Thank you
do
for
this
having
as much
us.
as I don't do this as much as I should, but I'm definitely gonna wait till there's a major occurrence. Then I'll do something again. I have no idea, but you'll see. I right now it's like I just had so much to do, but who knows? I might even do live streams from Maldives soon. I don't know. But
Rich Brand something says, well, Russia's going to end up losing because it's being sanctioned by a lot of countries.
And that's the whole thing. Russia sells oil and natural gas and coal. Natural gas and oil alone, that will keep Russia afloat. My question is, will the gas prices go down? See, because my thing is, we after this sanctioning shit is done, Russia should be giving us oil. So I don't know how it's going to turn out.
But you got to remember that Nord Stream 2 thing is not activated, and we don't know if that'll ever happen too, because Biden got Europe under the balls. They got him by the hand.
We'll see. Well, Biden better worry about what's happening in his own backyard, because it's funny. I haven't heard anybody talking about Biden's approval rating ever since this Russia shit started. They've been focused on
It's
Russia.
gone down.
Of course, it's gone down. And it depends who you ask, though. But again, I don't know who the next president's going to be, but they've got a boatload of shit to deal with Russia.
Yeah, there was a poll done by The Hill saying that 62% thought that Trump would have this will have not happened under the Trump administration.
Yeah, and that's not a good look. If Trump runs, man, if Trump runs, he's going to walk right back into office.
And then he's going to do another cool thing later on.
Who knows? Maybe he will. All I know is I don't live on Capitol Hill, so I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, but that Kamala Harris is really behind Biden, though. I mean, that's kind of the truth. Biden should already be in a home. He shouldn't be. I feel sorry for the Biden.
My only issue with the Democrats is really just how they're heading the culture, and I don't think it's really productive.
And that's their problem. But you have to understand the reason why they're doing that is because they ain't got nothing else to sell. They ain't got nothing else to sell. They can only promise you so much welfare. There's nothing
no
else
political
they got
parties.
to sell.
Not even the Republicans or the Democrats. It's
the Democrats play identity politics by getting you worried about who's using what bathroom and who's getting what sex change.
Like minorities.
If they're going to play identity politics just to keep minorities voting, the problem is, especially more and more since this pandemic,
that's going to dry out.
Oh, no, I think it already has. I think Hispanics and blacks are going to turn on them. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. I hope. I really don't know what it's going to look like, but that identity politics shit, I think that's run its course. Because there's only so many people you can keep getting to follow that plan. There's not enough. There's just not enough. At this point, I think they're going to get their asses wiped out in the next election season, honestly. I really do.
It's horrible.
I think they're going to get their asses wiped out. That's what I think.
Maybe that's needed because they need to change their tune, because I can't agree with some of the things that they want with the culture, like the transgender thing. Like it's not a good environment to raise children under.
No, it's not. In fact, but see, the sad thing is, there's nobody fighting them back hard enough because most of the shit they're doing isn't constitutional, and they don't want a constitutional convention because they're afraid of what the other side is going to try to amend. So the bottom line is they're trying to promote ad hoc laws, and people are just going with it. Yeah, but they're trying to make ad hoc law that's unconstitutional. That's my big problem with them. So it's like, I don't know what's going to happen, but they're going to get real. I don't think they're going to be able to cheat again. I really don't. I think that whole fucking cheat by mail shit, I just don't see it happening again. I really don't. Now, they're worried about the fact these states are passing laws to make it so that you have to actually show up and vote in person. But I don't know how it's going to go. But chances are they may get hit so hard that they might not even be able to cheat.
They make us black sound really stupid when it comes to these voter ID laws.
No, you know what? We are. I'm going to just say it just like that. We are. They don't make us sound stupid. We make ourselves sound stupid. I was just on here for 2.5 fucking hours arguing about why you need a fucking suit. Yeah, they don't make us look shit. We are. And these women, especially these female voters, the only thing they're looking for is a welfare check. That's the reality. That's the so as long as you promise them welfare checks and reparations. No, notice Biden got in there talking about reparations. Have you got yours? I didn't get nothing, and you're not getting. So my thing is, these women, all they're voting for is welfare, not just the black ones, the white ones too, and the Hispanics. So no, it's like they ain't got to make you look stupid. No, you're doing a good. I was just on here for 2.5 hours arguing about how stupid you're making yourselves look.
It's a sad reality.
I mean, the mere fact, if I was on here arguing about people purposefully making themselves look like baboons, then that tells you the situation's worse than you can imagine. And when it comes to these women, which I wasn't even doing the dick pussy conversation. No. These women, I already know where their minds are. The only thing they're looking for is their next welfare check. That's it. That's all they're looking for. They're looking for the next handout. That's all they're looking for. And it's hard as a Republican Party to argue against your next welfare check. It's really hard to argue about that. That's all they're looking for. I think more than anything, what's going to piss them off mostly about the Democrats is that they didn't keep getting their welfare check. I think that's what's going to really make them turn. But we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, once again, 55 viewers. Thank you for still, everybody, thanks for sticking around. We had a lot of people in here tonight. I'm pretty sure people may watch the reruns or whatever. But I'm going to get out of here. Wizard X, have a good night. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to watch the news a little bit more, play some chess, and I'll talk to you guys later.